Yes, you done know. Welcome to the Top 4 podcast. My name is Peter. I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm joined by Oscar, a Chelsea fan.
Hey, it's a very, very special day. It's a very, very special day. Peter, we're going to have words today, man. We're going to have words. My keeper has conquered Europe. He's conquered Africa. And give it a week, and he's going to conquer the world, my friends. Congratulations, Senegal, our African Nations champion.
Indeed. I'm joined by Rubinho, a Manchester United fan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the title of today's sermon is Put the Ball in the Net. That is, so remember to take notes, sit down and get comfy. Because it doesn't apply to one match, it applies to many matches. Put the ball in the net. So that is the title of today's sermon.
That is the title indeed. And AD's on the wing. He'll be joining us very shortly. But ladies and gentlemen, as Oscar pointed out, let's start off with the AFCON, Africa Cup of Nations champions, the Senegal, the first time in their history. Oscar, you were talking about Mendy there.
Man.
You want to add some sauce onto that?
I can't lie. I needed Adrian here for this one. I can't believe Adrian's he's going to be here in like 5 minutes. But cool. First thing first. There's a bit of mic issues. I don't know who that is.
Someone's rubbing their mic on their chest. That's what it is.
I mean, it might be
one of y'all got it on their chest.
I think it might be Robin. I'm hearing myself back in your thing as well now. Yeah.
How?
Yeah, your thing's playing out loud, isn't it?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
While you're sorting it out, let me read the comments, innit? Big up C1, he says, big up the panel, Oscar. Anyone saying Mendy should watch his back? I smell the racism from a distance. Bro, the racism is clear. No. Robin, let me explain this to you. Mendy went away. I can't remember why he went away. Was it AFCON? Yeah. Man, then was saying, Kepa's putting in some good performances. Mendy needs to watch his back. I said, watch his back where? Watch his back where? Edouard Mendy has been that guy since he's come to Chelsea, and he proved it last night. Big up SW6. He says top 4. Been waiting for this one. We got a good one in store for you. Boss Like Endo said, thank God that trash competition is done. Hey, screw you, Boss Like Endo.
Whoa. No, hold on. Speaking of Boss Like, because he said he didn't want me to mention his country last week, and I was like, why do you want to mention it? I remember now, because we came back. Yeah, we came back. What happened? Elimination.
Take a lose to Panama.
Yeah.
I swear they lost to Panama. Boss Like Endo, I swear your team lost to Panama, but you're talking about trash competitions like you don't play in the CONCACAF Cup. Get out of it, man. Get out of it. Get out
We remember.
Big up Taha. He says, geez, big up the panel. Salah can hold that. Mendy should have got the AFCON award. We know that though. Mendy should have got that award, definitely. Boss Like Endo saying, I like Mendy, but he's an overrated keeper. He's hella scatty and erratic. He can't save penalties either. Well, guess what? He saved a penalty in the final. That was all that matters. I was terrified when it went to penalty.
It leads on to my sermon. Put the ball in the net. Because I gave credit to the goalkeepers. But come on, guys. There were some of those penalties. It's like, nah, they shouldn't be. The keeper shouldn't be saving this.
Hey, man.
Fairly simple.
Like in fairness, I don't know if you guys saw AFCON, but in fairness, both keepers are giants. Like one thing I criticize Mendy for is because when it comes to penalties, he always makes himself look small. But at the end of the day, he's a huge keeper. He's like 6'4" or 6'6" or something crazy. And then Gabaski, the other keeper, the Egyptian keeper, this guy had a great tournament, had a great game, saved Mane's penalty in the 90 minutes. So I did feel sorry for the penalty takers because I was like, bro, scoring against these two keepers, it ain't easy. But even Mendy, who's not normally good at penalties, he pulled off the save when the time came. So I was very, very proud of my guy. So happy that he's got another trophy to his name. Boss Like Endo said, "Bun Jamaica blood. That's not my country. It's my parents." Oh my goodness!
Whoa!
Disownship right there, boy.
Whoa! You don't disown your country. After you were talking smack about England in the Euros.
Yeah. And he didn't want to back England either. So where are you backing?
So where you from?
If your parents' country, you're not claiming. The country you were born in, you're not claiming. What are you claiming? You guys,
a young France, like you know.
Big up Jaskaran. He says, why did Mendy win Best Keeper award when Gabaski was better? I'll be honest, Mendy missed like the first couple of games because of COVID. And then after that, he was just good. Like, I don't even think he was that great in the final. But, you know, I think it's a what's the word? Publicity thing, innit? They know Mendy plays for Chelsea. He's a Champions League level goalkeeper. That if we give him the award, it's going to get more shine than if we give anyone else the award. I don't think Mendy was necessarily the greatest, but he won it.
It looks like just
and if he wins the Club World Cup, that will just solidify him more. But I have a feeling Chelsea's not going to win it for some reason. I don't know why.
I don't know why. We'll get onto that later.
I don't know why. I have that feeling.
I don't really like your energy right now. I don't really like your energy.
I have a feeling they're not going to win it.
I'm gonna be real.
But
I don't like your energy. Salute to Mane. I'm so happy for him. Sensational pen and player.
Well, he made a
Mane's legacy is set. That is a guarantee. His legacy is done.
His legacy was almost Asamoah Gyan until Edouard Mendy saved that penalty. Let's keep it very, very clear.
He got a second chance.
I love Sadio Mane. I really do. I think he's one of the best players in the world, Sadio Mane. I'm a big fan. But, bro, to miss a penalty in a final in the 90 minutes, it's dangerous behavior, bro. Dangerous behavior.
I know we're giving Senegal all the praise, and we definitely should. They deserve to win at the end of the day. They've done their thing. But you know what's a howler?
What's that?
Mo Salah being your fifth penalty taker, because guess what, ladies and gentlemen, he didn't get to take one.
Stinker.
Howler.
Howler.
Proportions of epic proportions.
It's a mess.
I saw people trying to justify this. So big up my guy Mo on Twitter. He was trying to justify, sometimes you don't want to have an inexperienced person taking the fifth penalty. And I'm like, I hear all that.
Every single player from 1 to 5 needs to be a banger on penalties.
It's not even that they all need to be a banger. No, but Robin,
they all need to.
No, Robin, they all need to be a banger, number one. But number two, you're going to have players that are better than others, yeah? And you know for a fact, in a penalty shootout where you're going second, like Egypt were not going first, they were going second, there's a big possibility that number 5 doesn't even get to him. So how you've allowed your best penalty taker, well, you're not best penalty taker, but their best player, the one they want the tournament to fall on his shoulders, they didn't pick him in the first 4. And then once you realize you've missed the penalty, surely you switch the order and just
you switch the order straight away. Like even
it was stupid.
We'll get on to Man United when we get on to them at that point. Even Ronaldo wasn't in the fifth penalty taker because you can see that Egypt was just doing that order was literally just there for heroics, and it literally just costed them. They wanted Thomas Tuchel to be the one that sends them through to African Cup Nation glory. But I would say on the other side though, even though I did say those penalties were a bit suspect on the players taking them, it did bring African goalkeepers on the way up because we saw two pretty decent goalkeepers had a good showing. Peter, we get your words on that.
So what I will say is redemption restored. Just like Sadio Mane, just like Sadio Mane in the 90 minutes had the howler. Listen, guys, let's not act like the goalkeeping in the AFCON has been splendid. Okay, we have seen howler after howler. Okay, and we have to admit the two best teams in the tournament, arguably, of course, they made the final. Yes. That was the two probably best piece of goalkeeping we've seen all tournament. Okay, so that tells you literally everything that you need to know about that situation there. Egypt are a weird one because was this their third penalty shootout? I want to say in this tournament.
Egypt weren't good this tournament.
Very.
The two best teams. I completely disagree.
That's
why I said argue.
Egypt were playing on football heritage. That was literally it.
What heritage? They don't have any.
In the CAF.
Sorry. When I was 10 years old, this nonsense about them in the CAF.
No. Yeah.
The amount of stuff I'm hearing about the CAF, and I'm like, hang on a minute, that was some time back, Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, look,
like I said, they're the most successful.
Sure. No. Sure. Yeah. In that respect, absolutely. Yeah. There is heritage. Yes. But they were very negative all tournament. They were very, very. They were not good to watch. They were a bit like. But it was so bizarre. Like
to your heritage point.
No, big up to Jack. No, for sure.
They have 7 AFCONs, bro.
No.
That's heritage. That's big heritage.
Yes, it's just
That's
in more
big
recent
territory.
time. I'd love to know if anybody can remember when the last time they did win it. I don't know why. I thought I was young when that happened, when they went through that 3 back-to-back in a row and whatever else. But anyway, and I don't know how old the tournament actually is. Senegal winning their first one is strange to me. Like, I was surprised to hear that this was their first ever AFCON.
Yeah,
You know?
I was kind of shocked still, you know. They've had good teams in the past. I obviously remember World Cup 2002. Their man qualified and lit up the tournament a little bit when they beat France. So in my head, Senegal have always had a good national team, but I don't even know what happened before that in the 90s or 80s or 70s or whatever.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah, absolutely.
let me get to a few comments. So a lot of people talk about Egypt at the moment. SW6 says Egypt were terrible, but they can defend. I'll give them that.
True.
Jazz says Egypt are trash. Only reason I cared is if they win is for my guy Salah for the Ballon d'Or agenda. That's why I'm delighted they didn't win, Jazz, because there's no way that guy can win the Ballon d'Or. No way.
I mean, Oscar steady. I
No
mean,
way,
you're bordering on hate here. But what's it called?
Huh?
I take it. Jazz is a Liverpool fan, or
I'm assuming so, or an
gonna take it as a
Egyptian. I don't know.
well, the only reason he cared. Then, come on.
Why would you want Mo Salah to win the Ballon d'Or unless you're any of those two?
Man said
nobody who is not a Liverpool fan wants Salah to win the Ballon d'Or. Nobody is saying that. Like, you could be an Arsenal fan and want Neymar to win the Ballon d'Or. You can want Messi or Ronaldo because you're a stan of those. But nobody loves Salah that much unless you're Egyptian or a Liverpool fan. Salah ain't got the streets like that.
I don't know, man.
Salah ain't got the streets.
I agree. I agree with Oscar on that point.
Oh, that is
I
a
agree
tad
with
mad.
Oscar on that point.
When you reach that high level of player, yeah, when you're like a quality baller, like a Pogba or like a Hazard or like a just techie ballers, people that don't even support the teams, they appreciate what you bring to the game, bro. If you don't support the team that Salah plays for, Salah ain't. He's not really that guy like that.
I agree with you on those fronts about the Pogbas and Hazards of this world, but I think
I have a question. I have a question
in that situation, bro.
He's not that guy.
I'm gonna bring a question onto Salah, and it brings up, it kind of somewhat highlights how I feel about him being a Ballon d'Or player. Salah wasn't that amazing during this AFCON tournament. And normally that we expect him to play for Liverpool. And a lot of this question was brought up, and I'm bringing it to the Top 4 podcast. Is Salah a system player?
Yes.
I think
who isn't?
I think system player is really harsh.
Who isn't though?
No, because system player to me, when I say a system player, I think it implies that you are only good in a certain system. And I don't think that is fair. That's what I'm implying. I don't think that's fair to say for Mo Salah. I think Salah's a very, very good player. I just don't think Salah's like he's like a really, really good efficient. I don't know how to put it.
Guys, let's peel this back a bit. We're not going to compare his Egyptian national side to his Liverpool side, and then
I'm not saying the
guys, one at a time, guys. One at a time. First of all, I'm not saying. Whoa! I didn't say Oscar. You said that, by the way. I don't know where all this defending is coming from, but I'm saying the fact that the question has been arisen in the first place. It went at you, Oscar. All right, calm freaking down. All right. I don't know what your hype about Salah is. I'm not sure, but to answer Robin's question, definitely not. I mean, this is Mo Salah we're talking about here, one of the best players in the world right now. Okay, are you telling me he couldn't work at Barcelona? He couldn't work at PSG. He couldn't work at Real Madrid. He couldn't work at Chelsea. He couldn't work at Man United. No way. This guy is unbelievable. He's one of the best in the world. He is not a system player. If what you meant by system player is one style, hell no. Far from.
When it comes to Mo Salah, I always give man his flowers. The guy's we disrespected up until like last year, I think. Like, people didn't speak about him in the level they should have. But when it comes down to it, what my point was earlier is similar to what Boss Like Endo is saying. I'm a Liverpool fan and I wouldn't pay to watch Salah. He's effective and world class.
I'm paying. I'm paying for it. If Oscar, if he is effective and world class, guess what?
Okay, Pete, who gets you off? Who's better for you? Who would you prefer to watch? Yeah, Alexis Sanchez at Arsenal or Salah at Liverpool?
Obviously, Alexis Sanchez.
Why? Because Salah scored more goals than him. So why?
Yeah, But what's Sanchez scores goals and assists and is a silky player.
He's a silk.
So
We love the silk.
Is Sanchez better
Sanchez
than
had
Salah?
3. You know what I mean?
We
Sorry,
love
say that
the
again.
silk, man. We love the
Is
silk.
Sanchez better than Salah in your opinion?
What?
In
As
your
in
opinion?
now or what? As in now or what? What do you mean?
Nah, peak.
Overall.
Both peaks.
Overall.
Both peaks.
Oh, both peaks. I'm taking Alexis Sanchez for sure.
You see what I mean?
No.
That's
It's
no
his
dis-
opinion.
that's-
No, it's his
Why can you say
his
that?
opinion. It's his
That's
opinion.
no,
It's his
that's
opinion.
no disrespect.
No,
It's not-
I agree.
No,
No,
but it's not a
yeah.
disrespect to Salah.
But-
Not
but
by any
Robin,
stretch.
My point
Not by
is,
any
I'm in agreement with Peter. I think the same thing. But why are we allowed to say that?
They're two different
Because of
type
the point I was
players.
making earlier. Salah's
Scott.
like he's
You know-
great,
you know-
but he's not like
You were saying that you give him his flowers and you think he's underrated. I think he's hated.
He's alright.
Oh,
He's
wait,
alright.
let me go through the other
He
Salah
woke
comment,
up.
and then we're going straight
He
to
woke up.
Adrian. Adrian's woke up.
Man had
SME6
Salah. He said,
says,
nah.
Salah had a really poor show in this tournament. He didn't stand out at all. Jazz says Salah is so effective, but rather watch my boy Harvey play. Still, Peter, the man them are talking about Harvey Elliott.
Nah,
That's
but
what
come
they're saying.
Nah,
They're
Jazz,
saying I'd rather watch
mugging it.
Harvey Elliott. No, it's
You're
true though.
mugging
Harvey
it.
Elliott's a baller.
But I'm not trying, Oscar.
oh,
Oscar, I'm not trying to hear it. I am not watching Harvey Elliott over Mo Salah. Not today. Not
Hey,
today. Let Elliott grow. Let Elliott grow.
He wouldn't pay.
That's ridiculous. If he was at your football club scoring 30 goals a season, I am paying every penny.
But that's not what we're talking about. No one's talking about Salah's goal return. We know his goal return is stellar. We know who he is.
So let's do half a Salah. So we're gonna give we want to take away we'll leave the goals because the goals we can't have an even discussion about. Let's talk about his style of football. Come on, guys.
That was my point. No, that was my point.
The
whole point of the conversation was
Jazz. No, you're saying that you couldn't win Ballon d'Or, right? You said that you couldn't win the Ballon d'Or.
Jazz said, I want Salah to win Ballon d'Or. And I said, there's nobody who is not a Liverpool fan wanting Salah to win Ballon d'Or because he's not that kind of player.
Obviously not wanting, but there will be arguments made by non-Liverpool fans that he should win. That he should definitely win.
Yeah, if he gets there. But I'm saying we're in February. If you want Salah to win the Ballon d'Or
in the last 3 years,
you're a Liverpool fan.
Of course, no. But the last 3 years, for example, Salah has been elite. Okay, and you'd think he would have sniffed second place. He's not even got that in the Ballon d'Or, which is a bit mad as well, don't you think? Look at Salah's last 3-4 years. Have been a joke.
I don't think there's.
I think he got to second place in one of them. I can't remember which one.
He did.
Yeah.
The year they won the champs. I swear.
Did he get second? Okay.
I don't know. I could be chatting rubbish.
But yeah, the reason why I brought this question up, and I'm questioning it because I feel like when we talk about the world class or the Ballon d'Ors like Messi, Ronaldo, even Lewandowski, and so on and so forth, they're the player that makes the difference in their club and country. The ones that said, if something's going to go wrong or we're at the dying moment, they come through. They come through, and you can even say, "Wow!" Not so sad. Now, watching Mo Salah in this tournament, the person that we expected to say "Wow" didn't do anything. Like, was giving more plaudits to the goalkeeper than Mo Salah, and that's a bit alarming in my opinion. That's why I asked it: is it the system? Is it the players? I'm not just saying which part because you can't compare the Egypt national team to Liverpool. That's a whole different situation. But I feel like when we talk about the players that are the top, the cream, they are the ones. No matter what team they're in, no matter who they play with, we could even, for example, Neymar plays with Fred, and Neymar is still that guy. He's still the one that does amazing things. So the fact that Salah wasn't doing it, it's making me ask that question: is it a system thing? Is it a player thing? But I'm bringing this question up just for debate. I
feel like we have to go to Adrian next. I feel like Adrian needs to respond.
AD took
Robin said a lot.
Mo Salah is playing with players that play for Pyramids, that play for Salmon. I want to complain to Neymar play for Brazil. Listen, see this. Let me tell you this. Egypt scored 4 goals in that tournament. Mo Salah was involved in 3 of them, right? If talk about influence, he's carried that nation on his back year after year after year after freaking. For us to sit here on this forum, on this podcast, and discuss it as a roundtable, and that's what Impact talk about Liverpool Football Club. Mo Salah is the system. When people say system player, you take Mo Salah out of that Liverpool front line, it is atrocious. There's no instincts. There's no flair. There's no penetration.
Wow.
What? in God's green earth am I hearing? I don't understand.
Yes, AD. Yes.
What about Mo Salah that took Egypt to their first ever World Cup, the last time they were there in the first place? Oh, man.
Talk it, AD. Talk it, please.
Please, let's not
Please, please.
Let's not. The guy gets 20 goals a season from the way he's revolutionized the position. In fact, Mandem, I kid you not, there's only been one season Mo Salah has got 20 goals in the league for Liverpool. Guess what? Liverpool won the league that season and he scored 19. And we want to come here and talk about his impact. The guy's won the Champions League for Liverpool. He's won their first league in 30 years. Liverpool are now a functioning world-class side, and Mo Salah is part of that. And we want to talk about system player. Mo Salah is the goddamn system. Mo Salah is the system. He's carrying on his back. He's carrying
this is emotion. This is emotion.
Let him go.
Let him go.
It's unfiltered, unadulterated emotion, because I cannot believe we are here questioning Mo Salah's impact for Egypt. I cannot believe it.
Yes, AD. Yes, AD.
Adrian brought
he had enough of the slander that happened. He had enough. You saw the whole timeline. He's like, I need to sort my boy out because he's
SW6 said, AD, my guy, he didn't carry no Egypt. He wasn't levels this AFCON. Abdi's calling him the Wallahi Walcott.
Whoa.
Adam says, just another overhyped, overrated English player. We hear this all the time.
Yeah.
Yesterday it was he's talking about Elliot, Harvey Elliott.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, C1 is saying Adrian's moving mad, but Jazz is saying, Adrian, tell these man. Tell them. Well, Taha is saying, look, 3 goals in 7 appearances.
But they scored 4. He made the point. He scored 4 and he was involved in 3.
Yeah,
do you know
I mean, look, I can't fault Salah for what he did with Egypt. I think the Egypt team is trash. Like, it is trash. My point was not about him being a system player or none of that. So I ain't taking no heat for that.
I just asked the question because that's
Robin tried to get us hot blood.
I'm simply just a perfect debate.
Well, here's a question for Adrian and I guess Peter. C1 says Salah plays at 100 miles per hour this season. I would only pay to watch Salah in 17-18, and this season other seasons, hell, bro. I'd rather watch peak Sane than Salah. To be honest, Peter. Adrian, do you see where he's coming from, or are you not buying it?
I mean, I kind of get it, but this has been Mo Salah has been at his best for Liverpool this season. And when we talk about what we'd rather watch, I've been a Liverpool fan. I've suffered. I'd rather watch my sides win Champions Leagues, win Premier Leagues, get 97 points in the league season, see my winger year after year after year after year, every year fighting for Golden Boot. That's what I'd rather see. Not someone that completes 3.5 dribbles per game. But here we go. Hey-ho.
You need them completed dribbles, man. You need them.
I'm paying for every game of the season to watch Mo Salah. It's ridiculous. The fact that he's even in questioning is bizarre to me.
When was that period of, was it Watford, Atletico Madrid, Man City, when Mo Salah was scorching off?
He was unreal.
He's so short-sighted. Why?
Adam says, Top 4 podcast. I don't know why Mane got so much of the praise. Quite clearly, Edouard Mendy was much better.
Interesting topic here. Who was the better player in your opinion, guys? Does Mendy deserve more plaudits than Mane?
In this game, I think
in the final, yeah.
I think in the tournament, like I said to you before, Mendy had COVID, so he missed the first 2 games. He didn't even play them. And in the other ones, Senegal were dominating, so there wasn't really much to write home about for Mendy. Like, he was just the goalkeeper doing his thing. I think yesterday, he saved a couple shots, and the penalties was a huge, huge deal because a lot of Chelsea fans, I don't know if you saw on the timeline, but as soon as it went to penalties, every single Chelsea fan was like, Mendy's not going to save one, man. This guy... His penalty saving technique is just not good. Like, that's why when we have penalties, we've swapped him out for Kepa because Kepa can actually save penalties, as we saw this week. So for Mendy to actually save a penalty as well, I think it just added to the fact that he made some decent saves in the game. And Senegal dominated the ball in the first half, had many, many chances. In the second half, they also had a couple of chances. But there was no killer instinct in the final third. It never really worked for them up top. And for Mane to miss a penalty, I don't think we can even ask the question who had a better final. Mendy had the better final. I think overall tournament, Mane was the leader of that team up front, and they did their thing.
Yeah, man. So and as you say, is the AFCON again next year? I remember somebody saying it's
June.
now odd numbers.
June 2023.
It's June 2023 now. So and it's going to stick to odd numbers. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess this one was just delayed because of the San Miguel. Yeah, that's all it really was. It's just because it's still called the 2021, isn't it? AFCON.
Yeah.
Okay. So congratulations to Senegal. They've gone and done it. We'll see what happens with.
Can I go for the last couple comments on this?
Yeah,
man. Bossa Endo says Salah has moments of wizardry like the goal versus City, but it doesn't happen regularly. Bossa Endo also said Firmino and Trent are players I'd pay to watch. You know what? Yeah, I've never got the Bobby thing. I've never got it. I've never looked at Bobby Firmino and been like, yeah, man, he's the like. I get there was a period where he was like the glue for Liverpool, but I've never been gassed by him ever.
It's a bit like the Giroud thing, isn't it? I think the way these players kind of they fit into a certain team. I don't know if they're easy on the eye. I don't know if you'd pay to watch Bobby. I know obviously he's got that odd silk touch about him. He's got that, he has got a bit of flair. He's got flair to him for sure, no doubt.
Yeah.
I think the disappointing thing, he's the number 9, quote unquote, and he doesn't bury goalkeepers. And so I'd say he's got that slight Giroud about him, I'd argue.
You've paid to watch Roberto Firmino.
But this is what I was saying.
Do you do what exactly? Out of curiosity, do you what?
This is what I was saying. Why is Firmino in that list? Why is Firmino in there? I don't really get that.
What have I come back and seen? Firmino.
AD, just quickly. Actually, no. I think Oscar, can we move to Liverpool at the moment? Just because we're talking.
Yeah, I mean, we're here. Let's go.
I just thought we're in this area. Your thoughts on Luis Diaz making his debut on the weekend? And do you sort of feel like actually Liverpool needed to buy a number 9? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask the question because I looked at him on the weekend. I thought, good player, but yeah.
You know what? It goes without saying. I think what would take Liverpool to the next level if we had a certifiable legman, a number 9 that puts the ball in the net 25, 30 times a season. I.e., let's just say, i.e., if we could somehow sign Erling Haaland. That'd be miraculous. You know what? With Luis Diaz, do you know the first thing I thought, sort of seeing him before he even touched the pitch?
Go on.
He's lightweight, man. I think he's going to take him time. I think it's going to take him some time, man. Like I saw, it was like his graphic. Like players have their celebration graphic. I saw man dancing. He was doing like a little doggy. I'm like, this dude is skinny, man. Because I was watching his highlights here. I was like, yeah, he's got that Salah, that Mane, even Jota's got it to an extent where they're small, but they can look after themselves. I think it's going to take Luis Diaz time to settle and adapt, But what I would say is he's quality, man. Just the way he picks the ball up, he's always looking to dribble. He looks like he's incisive. He can beat his man, and even the assists that he does. People say it's decent work rate and it's a good cutback, but he sort of shifts it, just a little shift onto his other foot that you may not notice on first glance ostensibly, but you're like, all right, like he's got feet, and then I sort of like, I think it's Aiden Flint sort of stamps on his knee. And then that was sort of like his that was like his initiation. That was like his welcome to England. So yeah, man. I think Diaz is going to be a good signing over time. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see what we saw with Fabinho and what we saw with Andy Robertson, wherein for the first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, so let's just call it this first half season, we're like, where the hell is this guy? I haven't seen him. Why haven't I seen him? Yeah.
Do you know what? I think it's better you got him in January so that he can at least learn over the next couple of months. Learn the league. Let him get kicked about. He's going to be on that bench press. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a PB on the bench press. And don't worry, I think next season he'll be fine. In terms of his
81 rep.
I always say, man, if you
No
can sign
spot.
someone in
No spot.
if you can sign someone in January, get it done in January. Don't do this wait till summer thing, because they get they're acclimatized by the time August hits. They've had eight months in the country and they know what it's like. So,
Yeah,
it's fine.
and to AD's point, by the way, I saw the touch first time. Yeah, I saw that because I've been blessed, luckily enough, at the Emirates with a few silky players who do that kind of the way Luis Diaz sort of set up for that assist. I saw it at first glance. I said, "Oh,
Ooh.
that's lovely. That's what I like. It's lovely."
Ooh.
Oscar, don't do that. Oscar,
No,
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't act like we ain't had skillful players at the Emirates.
There's a bag of comments, man. There's a bag of comments.
I Saved by the Bell, yeah.
How convenient, Peter Ray. How
I
convenient.
tell you what, he was about to get rinsed, blood. I'm telling you.
I know you're going to tell me about Rosicky and them, man. I know. Lola says, I missed the chat, but salad tears were beautiful. Bellissimo. Oh, it was fantastic. It was beautiful.
Man, you lot are haters. Why are we loving salad tears?
Mo Salah.
Because it's Black History Month in America, so we just got to translate it through. That's what it means.
I knew that's where we were going. I knew it. It must be, because why don't you guys like Mo Salah? He's a humble, hard-working family man. You've seen his progression as a not even as a footballer, as a human being. You saw
the man them said he shouldn't be celebrating.
You don't like Mo Salah.
The man them said he shouldn't be celebrating Christmas, and you know what?
He's a little cheating diver. Yeah.
That's him. That is him. I didn't say any of that.
Is he not? Am I lying when I say that?
Oscar, he's not a cheating diver. Where are we getting this
Mo
from?
Salah's not a diver.
He does from time to time.
He does. No, he does.
Oscar, when you've gone through what he went through with Sergio Ramos, okay, it's difficult to and nothing happened in that situation.
Nothing happened.
It wasn't a foul.
He got him with a cross-arm breaker, for Christ's sake.
He thought it was Chris Benoit. What the heck was Sergio Ramos doing?
Freaking Ken Shamrock.
Man was playing MMA in a Champions League final. Come on.
Hey, let's be real, guys. Ramos did nothing wrong. Ramos was defending like the champ he is.
Big up Tenson. He says Mane is better than Diaz. He can hold up the ball. His defense is far better than any winger in the PL. I don't think anyone was arguing that Diaz is better yet. But Diaz looks like a real talent, man. He's nifty.
I like what I see.
Tenson said, Oscar, if Mane's penalty was for the equaliser, then you can say it's a stinker, but not for the lead. I'm sorry, man.
I disagree.
Anyone who misses a penalty, you're gonna have to hold that corn, man.
You have to hold it, man.
Especially in the final.
It came all the way down to pens, bro. So much could have happened from from your penalty miss till then.
It could have had that. It would have been a Asamoah Jean moment, because remember, Jean missed the penalty in extra time. Then when it came to the penalty shootouts, he scored. But obviously nobody remembers that he scored because Ghana went out. So if Egypt had won this, it would have been Mane missed the penalty. That's what the story would have been.
Man, be real. Sergio Mane would never have come back from this. Like, his career, if Senegal had lost this game after that penalty miss, his career would have been over. I'm not even joking.
Why do you not think he has no resilience?
Last season, after like 4 bad games, we've seen a psychiatrist. What do you think is going to happen this time? For the first time in his country's history, bro, this is the most important game of his life. He's told us this himself. For him to have been the reason as to why they lost that game, Sadio Mane would have been finished, bro. Finished.
Tahar says, I can't lie. Salah can cry more. They're not feeling it.
Unreal.
Last couple points on Liverpool. Boss Endo says, my boy Harvey back with a bang. Thiago back. Salah and Mane returning. Boy, I can't wait for the final run-in for the season. Potentially 2 trophies.
I'll be surprised if Liverpool do not leave the season with the trophy. I'll be surprised.
Hey,
but
Adrian, you know about our conversations, right?
I don't know.
You don't know? All right, fair enough. You're going to pretend you don't know. That's fine.
What conversation?
Nah, man. Peter, carry on. Say what you were saying.
What, that Liverpool should win a trophy this season?
Not a trophy. My thing is the league is still on, guys. The league is still on.
I know the league's still on.
Not out of this, yeah. The league is still on.
Oh, you're preaching to the converted, mate.
Bro, okay, fair enough.
The league is over.
How is it over?
I need you lot to understand this.
This Liverpool side are incapable of winning 10, 11, 12, 13 games in a row.
That's not what I said.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying
the league is over.
Manchester
City have won the league.
No chance.
How many games are left? Is it about 15? I think there's 15 Premier League games left.
A bit more than that.
I think City have played all their games, so I don't think they ever had a game in hand or anything like
Liverpool
that.
got a
Right?
game in hand, by the way.
Okay. In the 15 games that are left of the season, City win 10. The league is done. The league is done. Not because of Liverpool, not because of Chelsea.
You said City win only 10 out of 15 remaining.
I'm saying minimum 10, and that's all they need to win the league.
No, it's not.
They need to win 10 games, and the league is over. Because it's not going to be, not everybody else is going to win 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Not everyone else is going to necessarily win 10. Let me say.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Liverpool are 9 points off Manchester City, right?
No,
9.
7, I think.
7
with a game in hand.
No, it's 9. It is 9 with a game in hand.
Okay, 9 with a game in hand.
What about? Okay, 9 with a game in hand. Yeah. So let's say that's 6, and they still have to play them at the Etihad.
Yeah.
Let's just make that 3.
Oscar steady. Liverpool ain't going to the Etihad and winning.
The league is still on.
Liverpool are not going to the Etihad and winning. Okay,
what
are we doing?
Why can't we?
Why not? Liverpool are the best first 11 in the league.
Listen,
Why?
No, I'm giving a prediction.
Oscar, you always do this. Leave Liverpool alone. Stop putting us in the title combo every time. The title is done. Allow it. You know City won't bottle it. You just want to laugh at us if we fell. Look, my team should be right there with you, so I can't really laugh at you this year. In previous years, I could have laughed, but I've genuinely always thought Liverpool are the team that should be winning this league. And I think, yeah, if they put up a run, if Thiago's really back, like you were saying, I don't really see why not.
Yeah, look, Liverpool have 2 games in hand over Chelsea, and they're above Chelsea at the moment. So, you know, Chelsea's another conversation, but I think Liverpool, not because they're bad. I don't think they're bad. I think what we're watching, guys, with Manchester City. Do you remember I mentioned earlier? I think it was in 22 games. City won 18. That's not nice, nor is it fair. How have you only got 4 games in the season? I think it's now 5. How is it only 5 games in 23 where you didn't win?
But they've also failed to beat Southampton twice this season as well. So there is a chance, and the door is slightly ajar, bro. Like, it's not over.
It is.
And the fact of the matter is, City have had that crazy run. Is that sustainable? So what you're telling me, what City can win?
It is for City.
34 games in the league season?
If there is a team that could do it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
A team that's got 100 points before. You know,
because they've also lost to Crystal Palace at home. So
absolutely, no, don't get me wrong. The thing is, do you remember when I saw them against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge and I said, guys, it's over, and this was like, I think it was September or October.
I said it. I said I have seen the winners.
Because especially because City have gone away. City have gone away to the big guns and have not failed.
Yeah, but like
away.
The thing, I mean, they haven't lost, but I think they haven't failed. I'm agreeing with you, but
fair enough.
I just feel like this City side is not the City side of 2 years ago, and I've been saying this, bro. That man got 100 points. No, I'm saying it. Like,
but no one's saying it though.
No, I'm saying it, bro. They're not the side. Everyone talks about them. Everyone talks about that's what Peter's trying to say. Peter said nobody.
Oscar said, you're saying it as a clean statement as yourself, but it sounded like you were saying as if people are overhyping this Man City side.
Yeah, I'm not overhyping them, but people are talking about them like they are the Centurions. And I have to remind you that when City lost the league to Liverpool, they finished on 80-something points. The year after they won the league, still when they won the league, it was only 86 points. They didn't go 90. They didn't slap up 100 points like they've been doing. So there's been a bit of a regression, and I don't think that's completely been erased. I still don't think their team is perfect. I don't believe they're going to win the Champions League this year, and I think they are probably favourites for the league. They're probably going to walk the league. But
how many points are they going to have in the league this year?
Oh, we're going to the wire, guys. Jurgen Klopp is taking it to the wire, boys and girls.
How many points are Manchester City going to have at the end of the season, in your estimation?
I'm not a points guy like that.
Well, you were loading up the points earlier, Mr. Centurions, and there's regression, and there's an 86. What do you mean? Give me then.
I don't know.
He's moving like Scott Steiner. That's what he's doing.
It won't be more than 1 or 2.
It will be 90. No, I'm saying not by how many points by, as in I'm saying I think they'll get 90 plus points at the end of the season.
Yeah, it won't be 100. It'll be in the 90. It'll be in the
90 is high in any league season. And I don't think Liverpool or Chelsea. Liverpool, I think, could get like 90, 91. I don't see Chelsea hitting 90. But Man City, I'm seeing them in the mid 90s.
Nowhere near there, man.
I'm seeing City in the mid 90s. This
guys,
City's, by the way, but Oscar, very quickly, I think this is a classic case in football where we don't appreciate what's actually happening in front of us, and it will take us some time down the line, next year, year after that, where we look back and think, hang on a minute, this City side actually was really good, and 2 years in a row, Guardiola is going to come to the Premier League with no striker of his own choice, and still win the league. Honestly, we're watching something. We're watching something.
Guys, in May, Peter, that statement you've made in May, I'm going to tell you, they spent £100 million on Jack Grealish, no striker, and it's cost them. That's what that's what the conversation is going to be in May.
Adrian's energy is switched,
Mark my words, bro. I saw Virgil van Dijk tweet. I said, who am I to doubt? I don't doubt anymore. I genuinely believe. I put £100 on Liverpool in the league right now. I genuinely believe it. I have no doubts. Yeah. Obviously, I've got doubt. But genuinely, I believe it. Of course, like Man City for middle sides. But,
boys, I want to read the comments, but they went into a whole race war talking about Africans hating each other, and I'm just gonna stay clear of that.
That's true. The diaspora fighting.
The diaspora wars are going on in the comments right now. You can
I haven't read the comments. Well,
where's Dr. Umar?
I'm gonna stay clear of that. There's something that people, big up to her. This is definitely getting clipped, 100%. There's something.
Clip it at me, tag me. I believe what I believe.
There is.
So how could we talk about any one of us? We've been saying some bold things in these last 5 minutes. We've said some questions.
Also, Taha, are you gonna put it up if I'm right?
Hey,
I'll clip it because I'm also right. So I'll clip it if you're right. it'll be me back in it. I feel like we should move on, guys.
I think we should.
Abdi has asked us. He said, "Man, then please, I've had a tough week. Can we just avoid talking about Manchester United?"
I'll tell you what, because you brought it up.
Can I be honest with you? That's what is that? It's not a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it's almost like, when you say something, but you want it to happen.
You shot yourself in the foot, is what you're trying to say.
Brother, we're talking about Luis Diaz and Harvey Elliott, and you say, let's not talk about Man United. What do you think's going to happen?
You know what? This is what Abdi is here for. He's here for Manchester United talk, just like most of the listeners are today, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get into it. Chris Wilder's Middlesbrough went over to Old Trafford and collected a 5th round tie in the FA Cup. Robinho.
Yo.
Who is at fault for this defeat?
So remember when I said at the title of the sermon is to put the ball in the net. All right. So for the first time, I think this season, Manchester United, and I could be wrong, Manchester United equated over 70% possession in the game. 30 attempts on goal. 9 on target.
I'll let you finish, Robin. I'll let you finish.
Right? Overall 85 pass accuracy compared to Middlesbrough having only 6 shots. 3 of them on target. Throughout 120 minutes. I've never left the game thinking, how did we not win? Because, guys, the amount of chances that this team got to put the ball in the net, and we can talk about who did not put the ball in the net. There was one spectacular chance, and Oscar, you can put the picture up right now. There was one spectacular chance from one particular player, and I just could not believe it. From a penalty miss to an overhead to the kick to an open goal. I could not believe with my eyes that we have not ran away with this game. It was good to see the players doing what they do. They're actually training, actually trying to put things together. But when you see stuff like this, and when God has blessed you, this is a blessing, guys. But you have to carry on the mantle. You can't just stop when the blessing is there. I know not everyone plays football, and that's fine. But all you needed to do was kick the ball down in the middle, and it is a goal. Some way, somehow. I looked at this, and I said, how? How? Like, I keep asking this question, how? Anywho,
Robin, can I just say something?
What? Yeah.
The facts that you haven't come onto this podcast, put both of your hands up humbly and offered an apology is beyond me. I don't want to hear no stats. You lost to Middlesbrough at home in the FA Cup. Say sorry to us. Apologize.
Why should I apologize?
Huh?
Your
Why should I
team
apologize?
is awful. You're awful football
Exactly.
side.
It's a horrible
So
institution.
that's what.
Horrible institution.
That's
for
why I
2021.
said.
You're wearing the
So
shirt right now.
So you want me to apologize for a mistake someone else made?
Yes.
How is this?
Yeah, man.
Because I have not been on here and saying like what David said that we're going to be in the top 4. I said last week by God's grace.
Bro, it's Middlesbrough at home in the FA Cup.
But it is Middlesbrough, and I agree with you, Adrian. And I keep saying this: is like, how have we lost it? Again, when I said that there's blessings and all that stuff, none of you can tell me that the handball that led to the goal should have stood.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only thing I could say because
Is that what we're doing today?
Good grief.
No, because
sorry, Peter.
Yeah,
so I didn't know you brought Ty from AFC.
No, you need to let me finish. You need to let me finish.
Robin?
You need to let me finish. Because I've been insulting these players for the last 5 minutes. So let me finish my sermon and then I'll ask the question. Now, we decided to bring on Phil Jones from minute 90 on to 1. We decided as the Manchester United manager to bring on Phil Jones. And from that point, I said, we're not going to win. I said, we're not winning this game. I said, we're going to penalties and we're not going to win it. The penalties themselves, good pen. Except, and I felt so sorry for the guy. I felt so sorry because it had to be him. But unfortunately, when you sky a penalty like that, it's just going to bring a world of hurt. So unfortunately, Senegal Ganga decided to send it into Rosette, and Middlesbrough put it in. Yeah, they went into the 5th round. Now we can talk about asking goalkeeping and praise it. The goalkeeping was a penalty. My gosh. Both goalkeepers. Terrible. And I think that was the end for Henderson for me. Because I was on the thing of like
been finished.
I was like, okay, he doesn't get enough chances for me to have an opinion. And I know at the start he was okay doing his thing, but there's been points when he's been a mare. I was like, from that point, like when you're in the spotlight and you're trying to say you want to replace David De Gea, who's been pretty much on form, yeah, you've got no chance. Absolutely no chance. So overall,
that he thought he could earn his number 1 shirt there. It looks so silly.
When he was in Yorkshire, I thought there was something about him because he's talking that talk. I'm like, okay, okay. You wanted to throw in De Gea. Okay, let's see. We've seen.
Let's see what he could do.
Box standard, man. Get out my face.
Is the sermon over? Is there a moment for?
No, I'm concluding. I'm concluding my point, and then we can go and break. We can go and break bread. So, overall, I do not for this particular game. I don't blame Ralph because the players had enough chances.
That's fair.
Clear-cut chances. The players were absolutely at fault for this game for not putting this in the bed in the first half. They had clear chances. Ronaldo should have scored the pen. Should have scored an overhead kick, by the way. Glad that Sancho got his goal, but he had ample chances. So did Rashford. Middlesbrough offered nothing, absolutely nothing, and we've allowed them to go to 5th. And they've allowed them, by our own stupidity and our own woefulness, for them to go into the 5th round of the FA Cup. And that's how I ended there.
Oh my God. Man then went out to a championship side at home.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, my team got eaten, for losing to Forest away, and it should be eaten 100% because it was an insipid performance.
Yes.
But I watched Manchester United. I honestly, I don't know what's wrong with your football club, your team. It's just shot to pieces. No, because you know what it is, Like even when Man United have had the results, for example, they might have not played well, but I think they had like 9 in 10 or something like that, right? They've had some good victories.
Oh my God!
But like I'm looking at this situation, I'm thinking it can't get worse than this. Chris Wilder, do you know they fired? Was it Warnock at this season, Middlesbrough? And since Wilder's taken the job, I think he's won 7 and 8. So I had one eye on thinking maybe he could pull off an upset, but I thought, come on, it's Borough. This what Man United needs to dispatch. You don't need to dispatch.
Name the Borough player. Del Fry. Come on.
But Paddy McNair was the only one I could remember.
No, guys.
And he's former Man United.
Guys, they brought on Sol Bamba. This is disgraceful. At Old Trafford. This wasn't at the flipping Riverside, guys. This was at Old Trafford.
I can't even run 100 yards anymore.
I looked at Sol Bamba and I said, hang on a minute. I saw some timber. I said, he's not ready to play football. This guy ain't ready to play football.
Bring his uncles off the bench. Come on.
Bro, guys, he's Oscar. He's a cancer survivor playing at Old Trafford. Are you kidding me?
No.
And not a goal was Oscar. And not a goal was put in the back of the net.
Your club is in the flipping mud, yeah? What the heck is going on? Where you're playing Middlesbrough, your starting 11, is Dean Henderson, who wants to be your number one. Joke,
apparently.
Dallo, who's better than your other right back,
Apparently.
Champions League Varane and £80 million Harry Maguire, right? Team of the season Luke Shaw. That's your back four, That's your back four. In no way should that team be conceding. No way. I'm sorry. I'm not having it. Your midfield.
How much is that worth a
Oscar, you say that, Oscar.
No.
You know I don't rate Man United's defense, so them conceding goals is not new for me.
Pete, that's their first team. That's their first
just
team.
Saying.
That's their first team. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's your first team. You don't concede goals to championship clubs when you're playing your first team. No.
Have you seen their defense? Have you watched it?
Arsenal had Balogun was up top for them.
See?
Balogun.
Man, like,
Balogun. No, I'm not done because
Patino in the six was he?
When I move into midfield, I have to talk about Scott McTominay, but Scott is Scott, innit? Scott is Scott. He's going to do what Scott does, Scored a banging penalty as well. Big up Scotty. When it comes to the other side, next to Scott McTominay, big man. C1 said it best. They were dragging Paul Pogba out of bed to pray for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for this match. Lola said, man yanked Pogba out of his family time for this mess of a club. Pogba was praying, and the Manchester United top Reds said, get this off of Instagram, come and play for my club. And he came, and this is what he came back to.
The man needs to announce that he's leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. He needs to announce.
Words in like March. On March
he needs to do it. He needs to do it in English, in Arabic, in French, just so that nobody's under any illusions. In Lingala, or
even Swahili,
just in case. Swahili, just in case. He needs to offer it. He needs to take
the truth. Bro, no, I have to finish the team because Lola's right. Lola said the cheek of that fan base to laugh at Arsenal, who played a weakened side, and then lose to Borough with their strongest team, strongest 11. Let me continue because after Pogba, it gets worse. Mr. Feed the Nations, Mr. PR. Oh my goodness, guys, when I talk about Marcus Rashford, oh my goodness. Do you know why he makes me sick? Do you know why Marcus Rashford makes me so sick, But this guy, first of all, his noodle haircut, that needs to go. I've been talking about his haircuts for years. I feel like
his haircuts have been bad for years.
He's got the worst haircuts in the business today. Worse than Sadio Mane's.
Guys, can I tell you?
Because at least Mane is trying. Like Mane is at disadvantage.
Mane's at disadvantage, and he's trying. Absolutely. What the heck Rashford is doing? He's taking a piss.
Guys. Can I tell you how the PR has usurped his brain?
That's an infiltrated.
After the penalties are finished, young kid Elanga, Swedish international, he missed the penalty, innit? Everyone's sad for the kid. Tell me why Marcus Rashford goes on to Twitter. He's in the same dressing room as this kid. He goes on Twitter.
Looking at him.
Elanga, keep your head up. Guys, do you know Peter. Elanga does not have Twitter. Marcus Rashford tweeted to the player that he was in the dressing room with when he doesn't have Twitter. Why is PR in your mind at this time? You just got slapped by Borough.
Rashford's having a mad.
I don't want to be old school. What will you do with your phone in the dressing room after a defeat? Saturday League football.
Because AD, spot on. Great question. Because it's not like he has to text family. His wife, he's probably in the stand somewhere. He collects her in the car. Off we go home, bruv. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it tonight. I want to go to bed, okay, and refresh. Man's got time to be tweeting after the defeats.
Elanga doesn't have Twitter. Who are you tweeting this for? You're
Oscar,
tweeting it for us.
Do you know how funny that is? Do you know how funny that is, bruv? What do you mean he hasn't got Twitter?
He didn't tag him. He just said, Ilanga, keep your head up. Big man, why couldn't you tell him this on the coach?
Well, did he even write Anthony? He just wrote Elanga.
I think it was Anthony Elanga.
Fair enough.
He didn't even tell Anthony to his face. He just tweeted it instead.
Let me the rest of the team. Robin has already buried this guy, so I don't even know how much I need to go. But Bruno Fernandes, oh my gosh, your head in shame. You're an absolute joke. Do you know what? Oscar,
the timings when let me not say back, but I give praise to Bruno Fernandes. He gives me this the following week. He gives me this. Do you remember when I was talking about Bruno Fernandes? I said, listen, guys, this guy is effective. And then I'm getting this. Oh.
Abdi said, okay, we get it. We lost. Get over it. Why are you still banging on it about it? Leave us alone. I'm not done with the team, Abdi. Next up we had Jadon Sancho. I don't want to get onto Jadon Sancho. He's actually probably Man United's best player. Between him and Pogba, I'd say Sancho. You know, he got his goal. He did all right. However, when the clock was running down, Sancho saw penalties was on the horizon. He said, yeah. He did one of these. He did a quick. Ralph, get me off. He said, I'm not missing another penalty.
But he ran away from the grind.
Bro, 90 minutes, it was going into 90th minute. He looks at Ralph and says, my hammy's gone.
Oscar,
why is it wait, Pete, after he's told them his hammy's gone, why they send him back out for extra time? They sent him back out for extra time. He played 5 minutes and then said, get me off. Get me off.
Oscar, he's letting down Kennington because Mandem and Kennington are hard. Okay, there's no way that that man is just gonna be walking away from the grind. Talk to me, AD. Do man from Kennington leave?
Bro, Kennington's where it started, man.
Big up Tenson, who says you can't blame Fred. He didn't play. That one's for
I swear he came on. And had a shocking pass.
He came on. He did all right. Like Fred did all right.
One pass. Both him and Maguire did one pass that just went into touch. I started dying. I was like, he's taking a piss, man.
Fred was all right. The last person we have to talk about is Mr. C. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yep. You know when the penalty against Borough comes on, you put the ball down, you're thinking, this is it. Man United are winning 4-0 today.
Yeah, it's going to be a rout. If Ronaldo puts that
Oscar, do you know when he put it down, I said this is going to be a standard game. We move.
It's over.
How the hell we're in this situation? I literally questioned the whole night.
You men don't like Chris Wilder. I swear down. How many victories or points has he got against Man United?
No, somebody FA Cup last season as well. With a struggling Sheffield United side that went down.
Of course, yes, he did. He knocked them out last
year. Yeah, man. Like I said, I literally...
That was a nice kit, though.
From the madness of the handball until win at 90, I said, we're not winning this game. I said, nope, they're going to win it. And lo and behold, they did that. But fam, I had to question how that handball still stood. Yes, I put my hands up. And I say, the defending was atrocious. I put my hands up and I say that I acknowledge it. And we move from there. However, the fact that my guy did the Superman punch and still somehow got the goal, I said no. We need to look at the rules here.
Where I'll give you credit, Robin, is that the rule is a joke. The rule is the rules are farce. Like the idea that. That's somebody said so basically if you're not the one who scores the goal, your handball is actually fine. Lola saying it's very simple. Accidental handball did not lead to a direct goal. Yeah, but it played a huge advantage. It played a huge part. Like 90
and that doesn't exist anymore, does it? Accidental handball doesn't even exist anymore.
90% of handballs are not intentional. Man, they ain't out here trying to touch the ball. It just happens and you benefit from it. And I think that goal, you know, if we're being serious, that should have been ruled out. But rules are rules.
Being serious?
Play by the rules. We've got to play by the rules.
No, it's a farcical situation. It's so funny because Mandem started celebrating, and I just thought, you know what? The Borough fans are just celebrating because this is probably all they're going to get. They know it's going to be ruled off for handball, but we're going to celebrate anyway and then let it get chalked off. Fine. Pandemonium, 9,000 Borough fans. Why
Limbs.
Not? You know what I'm saying? But then when the goal
pints
stood,
flying everywhere,
bro. When the goal stood, fam,
I was in shock. I said, yo,
because I blamed the referee first of all without knowing the rule, and I was like, no, refereeing has gone up a level. I never thought I'd see this, but it's gone up a level. But then when I hear it's the rule, I said this rule got invented literally a week ago because I've never seen an accidental handball not given
Like
as a
that.
handball.
Like
I've never
that
seen
as
it.
well.
It's a joke.
I've never seen it.
Lola said, "Don't get me wrong, it's a mad rule, but if that's the rule, then it is what it is." And I'm in 100% agreement. Like,
it is what it
it's
is.
like it's a stupid rule. I don't think the goal should stand, but the rules are the rules, isn't it? So,
Oscar, Manchester United did not go out because of that goal.
oh, no.
No, they didn't. I agree with you now.
Why did they go out? Because they got a shower of
Because
crap
they didn't-
finishers in their team.
They didn't put the ball in the net. It's
Right.
the title of the sermon.
So
Hey,
this is
hey,
where we are.
Robin,
man, I'm
I've got a question for you. Should Ronaldo play the next Manchester United football match?
Hey?
Question.
You what?
You what?
We've got no one else.
So the answer is no.
I think he's done.
Cavani ain't finished his holiday yet.
No, I know. Oh, don't talk to
Cavani.
me. Don't talk to me about this guy. Don't talk to me about
Hey.
this
I
guy.
understand
I
why
love
your
him,
fans
but
love him so
I
much.
love
Why
him.
do you love him?
Why?
Not because he does,
No,
but
I get it.
he
He's
pissed
a
me off.
good player.
Like, he's a good player. But the fact that he gets so much leniency, just take holidays whenever.
Where is he when you need
going
him?
on here?
A live Fred came from Brazil and literally played the next day.
What's the thing? Like, he's on holiday.
No, he's back now. So he's back. He's back properly in training.
Just wait some time off.
Yeah, man. Let him get time off.
He's been trying to leave Old Trafford since he got there.
No,
But
man.
yeah.
I get the affinity with.
No.
Cavani.
The question I ask it. Look. Ronaldo is going away at Turf Moor tomorrow night. Is it worth taking him up there? Because the truth of the matter is this: no, because Ronaldo obviously he's not the same Ronaldo we know in years past, where he was running football matches himself. Okay, never mind the other players that he had around him. But I almost feel like you're a man down if you take him away from home, a bit like the Özil treatment that he got when it came to away games. They don't like the hard stuff. I don't know if Ronaldo's actually cut out for it anymore. Turf Moor, Tuesday night, 8 p.m.
Well, you just got to think about the fixtures. What we've got ahead. We've got Burnley, and then we got West Ham. I believe. I can't remember who we've got next.
Home away.
After that.
Home away.
West Ham's at home. West Ham's at home. We've already played them away. We beat them.
Damn it.
And then we got another game, and then it's Atletico. And Atletico is the quote unquote big one because I saw them at the weekend, and they were atrocious as well. But I digress on that.
They were trash.
They were absolutely atrocious. Speaking of La Liga, we need those cameras in the Premier League because those cameras in La Liga, they were fresh. I was like, how
Fresh.
They're
fresh.
mugging.
Bro, I watched Aubameyang in 4K. Yeah, I was
watched it in
enjoying
8K. I watched it in 8K. That's
The Ultra HD, bro. That was a mad thing, bro.
Ultra.
Like, they've been on that for time as well. They've been on
By
that
the way,
since.
Robin, your next game isn't West Ham. You ain't got West Ham unless it's another cup.
No. It should be West Ham. I think we got
No, in the league here it says you got Burnley away, Southampton at home, Brighton at home, Leeds away, Watford at home. Those are your next 5. That's your next 5.
Oh. It's a lovely build up because it builds up to the hellacious March period. So
Bro, that period in itself is hellacious.
It's just
I said it builds up.
as well.
It builds up to the hellacious period that is March.
I'm saying
in March.
Oscar's saying.
Oscar.
This is hellacious.
No, Oscar, you're hearing me wrong. I said it builds up to the hellacious period.
No, what
Oscar
Oscar's
is
saying is
saying-
Oscar already in hell, bro.
You're not getting what I mean.
You're not getting it.
It's Armageddon, bro.
On that, yeah.
I'm saying, you can't even look ahead too much. Right now, you're in it, the thick of it.
You're facing Kane and Goldberg in the triple threat match in 2003. Bro, your title's on the line, my bro.
Yeah, man.
The
man, but
end
yeah.
is here.
Lola says,
But yeah,
too busy thinking about this guy's Netflix show.
But if I'm honest, do you know what was the worst thing about this whole game? It was probably the best we've ever played all season. Do you know that's the worst thing about it? It actually is probably the best we played.
No,
I'm being very sincere.
In
In terms of creation,
This
Peter,
is
you've watched us.
best
We created.
performance.
Peter, you've watched us. We don't create chances. The fact that we created chances and we didn't put them in the net, that is a big thing for us. And that's the issue where we at now as Manchester United. That's the honest truth. The fact that we're actually doing stuff and creating stuff, but just not putting in the net.
I'm sorry.
Wild.
I'm sorry.
I
This
know,
is not
it's
Man.
wild.
This is not Man United's best performance of the season. I'm not having it.
I'm not
It's
saying
one
it's the
of.
best. I said
It's
one of
one
the
of.
top ones. So yeah, it's major issues.
It's tough times
So
for
the
Manchester
thing
United.
it is tough. Tough times, man. Tough times.
Robin, will Manchester United make the top 4 this season?
But I keep saying it, by God's grace.
Why
God's
did
grace.
you do that, AD? You're a mug.
To be honest with you, it's not off the cards at all. It's not off the table at all. I'll be real.
Damn. If Man United
It's
do not
off the
make the
table.
top 4. By the way, you beat West Ham. I swear that was your last Premier League
Yeah,
game.
we beat them.
1-0, yeah.
We could beat them. That was at home.
Yeah, man, but that was when you had flipping Jesse Lingard playing for your team.
Wow.
Man United is a joke, bro. This guy,
Oscar,
Ralph Wiggum, I'm so close to calling Ralph Wiggum a fraud, man. I'm so ready because what the hell has happened to that team? They're the same team that they were under Oli.
Why haven't you called him that already? Why haven't you called him that already? I'm sorry. I'm waiting for the real Ralph Lauren to stand up. What is this? Listen, he should have never been appointed Manchester United manager. Can we be clear about this? Can we be frigging clear about this?
No, but
Man United are in a situation where they need to have a new manager. We need stone cold Steve Austin, okay? We need somebody that's going to break the damn glass.
No, but bro, Oli was Mike Adamley. Like, it was untenable at that point. You know what I mean? Like, no, because let's be honest. Man United wanted to take Oli. Man United wanted to take Oli to the end of the season. But that Watford game, they said, you know what, bro?
AD, what would be the difference between now and if Oli stayed?
No, we'll be further down the table.
No, come on.
We'll be further down the table. We'll be way further down.
Even that Liverpool game, he should have been sacked at half time.
No, the Liverpool game.
Guys, you're not answering what Peter asked you. What would have changed with Oli? Like, it's the same stuff. They lost to Middlesbrough.
But obviously you sack for change, don't you?
Yeah, and there's been no change.
This can't be the product.
This
can't be what you're telling me.
Bro,
AD, when you go to the shops, AD, when you go to the shops and you go for an exchange of your item, you're not expecting to get the same item back that you exchanged.
I'll be honest with you. There's even a couple more holes in this one.
You're saying that the jeans are worse now than what they were at the start of the season. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not saying that.
They've been washed 3 times. The black jeans, Primark, been washed.
Listen, and it's the fact that man's a consultant at the end of the season. I mean, what is this? We're freelance. Come on, this is not like I don't get this, man.
I said United are Deloitte now.
It's legit. Deloitte.
He's in a grad scheme still. He graduates after this.
He is, honestly.
SW6 said they wouldn't be in the Champions League if they kept Oli, which is fair. Abdi said it's not the same stuff, mate. We have improved massively defensively and we look more organised. Allow it. Sahar says, Godfather of Klopp and Tuchel, more like the Godfather of Oli. Yeah, man, you are not the father.
No. But to be fair, maybe he was their dad's best friend. Like he's the godfather, but it don't count.
Oh, what, the uncle?
Yeah, he's the uncle.
The uncle that's not related. But
he sees them like once every couple of years. You know, it doesn't mean he was present.
Lola said,
Klopp had to fend for himself. Tuchel as well, bro. Had to fend for themselves.
Lola said, here's what would have happened if Oli stayed. Remember that run that Arteta had? That would have happened. United would have been bottom half. I don't.
Do you think so?
Man. You guys are.
I have a feeling it would have switched.
Oli Judge that came out every year.
It ran out, man.
It ran out,
guys. It was
Oscar
4-1 to Watford. Have Watford won a game since?
Adrian, how many times have we been certain United are going to get beat? They're going out. They're doing this. They're doing that.
Guys,
and then all of a sudden, he took out the depths of hell. He carried them out. Each time Oli did that.
Like a bat out of hell.
But bro, 4-1 against Watford is eternal damnation. You cannot come back from that, bro.
Nah, man.
Why was that game Oli's fault? But
Ralph was 2-0 up comfy against Villa, and they lost 2. They drew 2-2 in the last 10 minutes. Get out of it, man.
Why was that game Oli's fault, but yet the Middlesbrough game was not Ralph Lauren's fault?
First of all,
no, we can't say that was his fault.
It's not. It's the question. No. It's the question. I said,
look at the performance. I'm even disgusted to say this. Ralph Rangnick set out that team that team was good enough to beat Middlesbrough on the day. They should have beat Middlesbrough on that day. The players let him down. For me, that Watford game, it was indicative of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's ineptitude as a manager. He lost his players. He lost the dressing room. Well, of course, on paper,
and you know, the system and everything. Like when their team was announced, nobody thought Watford are going to beat us here. No one thought that.
No, because the players, you can tell that the players were not playing for the guy anymore.
Yeah.
It wasn't really Ollie's fault.
Who are they playing for now?
That's the question.
Guys.
Vibes FC.
Guys.
And Simba's lying as well.
Ollie got kicked out of this club. Yeah, Ralph Rangnick came in, and Van der Beek still didn't play. Van der Beek is on loan at Everton.
What's he doing on Merseyside?
Oh, guys, we could go Abdi and Boss like Endo, bro. They're probably thinking.
Like I said, we could be on Man United for hours.
We could.
Oscar, I want to ask you a question. Who's lying at Manchester United? Because the players, Rangnick will say something, and the players will come right back out. Will come back out, and it's
no.
I can't lie.
I completely
go. Why has he had this many gaps already?
Because I don't think Rangnick's lying. I think Rangnick's actually telling the truth because he doesn't have any allegiances or like loyalty to the club.
Man.
I feel like when he said something,
he said Marshall refused, and Marshall said I ain't refused. That's what happened.
And then what did he say about Lingard? We told Lingard said he wanted a break. Lingard's like, no,
that was wrong.
So Lingard said my mind is clear.
Let me, because you guys are taking this wrong. You're just saying it just because
Lingard said my mind is clear.
Bro, he was advised. This is what he said. The club said he was advised to take the break. If the man is advised, he could have said no. The fact that he took the break means something else. And then he tried to say he said, oh, my mind
is saying upset to advise doesn't mean you actually have to take it. He could have stayed. The fact that he took the break means something else is going on. He wanted to leave. We all know he wanted to leave.
Why the club advising?
So the fact that he didn't actually leave in the end, hold on, I can't even hear you.
Yeah, I think your microphone.
I can't hear you.
We can hear him now, but I think he had sort of come out.
Yeah, no.
In terms of the lying game, I'm more inclined to believe Ralph than the players because there's been too many incidents where the players have been treated nicely again through Ollie, all that stuff. And I think I can't have a guy that just comes in and then just suddenly just lies about everything in the club. Because if he does, then that's a mazine.
No, man. I don't think he's lying, but he's handling the situation wrong. Lola said, I think Ralph is a dead manager. He seems to be messing up too many times on a personal level. It's a stinker.
What's he won in football, guys? Let's call it what it is. I don't even understand why we even entertained this man maybe being the catalyst for change at Manchester United. What has he done?
I swear he won the DFB Pokal.
No, with who?
Are you not? Wait,
I'm asking.
I don't know. I thought he won it.
I'm asking. And what year did he win it? Let me check out Ralph Lauren's friggin' stats.
Hey, stop calling him Ralph Lauren. That's a great designer.
I mean, it's as in they were good before, innit? Like no one's copying Ralph right now. In the same way, this guy was relevant then.
But at least Ralph
was he not in the
Ralph Lauren had the street store.
Yeah, man, he won it with Leipzig. No, he won it with Schalke. He won it with Schalke in 2011. Jeez.
Oscar, the same season that he went to Manchester United at Old Trafford in the Champions League semi-final and got absolutely FM'd by Sir Alex.
That was a farce.
I couldn't believe we were laughing, thinking like, yo, Schalke in a semi-final? I mean, this couldn't get any easier for Man United.
We spent a lot of time on Manchester United, so I'm going to read the last couple of comments and then we can.
By the way, Oscar, was that his only honours?
No, there was other minor trophies in that.
But Russian FA Cup maybe? I don't know.
No, he's got into Toto. Didn't even know that.
And into Toto. Am I 10 years old?
That's a pre-season competition.
I was like, oh, that's nice.
The
So House says,
Intertoto.
Ralph thinks he can sort
How
out
do you
everything
qualify?
by throwing players under the bus. He ain't got source like Jose.
The
Tencent
lowest
says he
yellow
doesn't
cards.
know how to throw a player under the bus properly like Jose.
I don't think he's throwing people under the bus. I think it's a thing where if you ask him something, he
He'll
won't
give you the
lie.
answer.
He'll give you the answer. Like literally, like he was speaking to fans. I can't quite remember the Jesse Lingard thing, but he said, "Oh, don't worry, he's not going to be here next season."
No,
Like,
you have to understand.
He's not throwing him under the bus. Like
So
that's what it is.
these man said, yeah, we sent Jesse Lingard on holiday to get his mind clear. Lingard tweeted, said, "My mind is clear." Do you know how crazy that is? My mind is clear. Come on, man.
No, man, it's a mess. Guys, the Man United are more in a mess dressing room wise than they were under Oli.
That's true.
Than they were under Mourinho. This is a mess.
Lola said, didn't say manager, I said man manager. He seems smart, but I don't trust him to be able to deal with big men at clubs. He needs to stay in the office.
I think that's the main thing, though, isn't it? Because I think I'm still gonna say like it can still be a very, very good move for Man United in the facts that it's an upstairs move, isn't it? And I look at his recruitment that he done at RB Leipzig and how he was unearthing players nobody had ever heard of, and they've come on to have good careers. So yeah,
I mean,
it's not works managerial wise maybe, but if he can get rid of the crap players and
Do you know what?
recruit well, let's see.
Man United have 2 games between now and next week, so we will pick this conversation up next week and we'll discuss a little bit more once we've seen a bit more of Ralph in the league. P, where are we going next?
Okay, let's very briefly touch the holders going out to Nottingham Forest. It has to be mentioned. Leicester City.
Wait, hold on. Robin, your audio. I think there's an echo or something.
Give me a second. It's probably my mic. I'm gonna mute myself and sort it out.
All right, cool, safe.
Brendan Rodgers with some damning comments of his players, talking about hunger, lack of hunger, talking about winning the FA Cup is probably the ceiling for those players. What are your thoughts? Because my man is now, he's got the tennis racket and he's serving. Guys, what were your thoughts in this Forest Leicester City derby?
Oh, do you know, I didn't see the game. I just saw the scoreline and the goals were just going in and in. Why didn't they stop?
No, Oscar, it was like
they're having a piss up.
No, the thing is, in fairness to Leicester, the beginning it was fine. Like it was just a normal, end-to-end game. Derby, the tension was so hot, you could feel it was an inferno match, right? And then when the first goal went in, and they couldn't shake it off. Leicester couldn't shake it off. The second goal went in, it was literally game over. Like that's how it felt. It felt like Leicester are cooked. They're done. It's finished. And no response, nothing whatsoever. And it was just a start. Like, look, apparently Nottingham Forest, since the new manager, is it Steve Cooper, I think his name is, since he's got in charge at Forest, Forest would be top of the championship based on form. Now, I don't know how many games that is particularly, but I do remember when he left Swansea, and he kind of left Swansea on a bit of a weird one, because he's got Swansea to the playoffs twice, hasn't he? So
you're a football man, you know?
Why?
Because the championship manager sack race is a haze. One manager can be in charge of like 3 teams in a season.
Come on, man. If guys, before I watch French football, before I watch give me another league, maybe even Spanish football, the championship is where I'm going. I'm going there because it's entertainment. It's bags of entertainment.
Even League One, because everybody's playing for something in League One, bro.
Over Serie
I'm seeing not over Serie A. Robin, don't be silly. Don't be silly. By the way, Dusan Vlahovic, it took him 12 minutes to break his goal scoring to freaking score out for Juventus. I was furious.
I know what Peter was gonna say.
It was his second touch. It was his second touch. Like Morata was watching, like, yo, this is how man's just coming onto the plate and he's already got nearly more goals than him already. I was furious,
I just said, fair enough. And they leveled up.
It literally, I saw that and I was thinking, Juventus are now another threat in this Champions League. I said Juventus are now another threat. There we go.
What did I say last week? Last week I said, yo, Juventus bought Zakaria, who also scored.
Yeah, they're not going to win Serie A. I said in the Champions League, they're now a threat.
They're heavyweights again. And the thing is, like, Vlahovic could have had a hat trick yesterday. It was a farce, or the day before. It was an absolute farce. He actually could have had a hat trick. He hit the post. He went wide from a glaring, obvious chance. The goal he scores, he takes it in like he's been playing for Juventus for the last 6 months. Friggin' annoying.
6 years.
It was a great goal, man. It was a great goal.
Anyway, But yeah,
Lola says,
the
the
Foxes.
Foxes. I'm just going to say that Belgian midfielder was involved in 3 of the goals.
What is going on with Yuri Tillemans?
No, Pete, there really doesn't need to be.
No, Oscar.
No,
He
Oscar,
doesn't
by the
want to
way,
be. He doesn't want to be.
by the
there
way,
anymore.
I think it was the 4th goal, guys. Me and David were watching this
Where's
game
C1?
together.
Where's C1?
Huh?
Where's C1?
Walk on.
He loves Tillemans, isn't it?
Does he?
Fuck your boy.
What's it called? Oscar, the 4th goal, yeah. You need to see. I need you guys to go and watch that 4th goal because the defending is of the worst order. Mr. Daniel Amate, or is his first name Daniel?
Guys,
Yeah.
crap.
Have I got that wrong?
But how's he still playing football?
How he's got a gig at Leicester all these years? Because I think he's
Bro,
close to a testimonial at some stage,
I told you, man, when it came to the AFCON, the Amate Partey pivot was disgusting.
right?
It was
Was
disgusting.
Amate with Partey, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's filthy. I said it from the first game of AFCON. I said, dude, this is disgusting.
guys, go and watch the goals. Watch the 4th goal, and you know the Leicester defense is playing everybody offside. Yeah, everybody offside. Who is the one man keeping what's his name, Jordan Spence, or whatever his name is, right? Keeping him onside. It was a joke. It was an absolute joke.
That Spence kid is a baller, though.
I mean,
Can't lie, man. Can't lie.
You know what? Though,
When he looked up Martinelli, he got my plaudits. Can't lie.
Lola saying that Rodgers will be sacked in the summer. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think he's going to look at that, talk to the owners and say, yo, you don't need to give me some players. Because he even said it in the transfer window, didn't he? That he needs huge investment in this Leicester City side.
Yeah.
And
he got big investment, though.
in the summer, in January, when? What was his last
January? Not in January. He got,
was the summer?
He got Daka, he got Samari, he got, like, come on, man. Like,
About-
what do you want?
Okay, but Mikel Arteta spent 150 million.
Yeah.
Man United signed what? Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane.
Yeah, these are bad managers.
No. What I'm saying
But
is that's
investment,
the
nonetheless.
competition. That's the investment he's talking about.
It is their
Yeah,
competition.
Because he's been punching above weight for 2 years in a row.
Sure.
Unfortunately, they bottled it both times. But yeah,
But still punching. If you're finishing 5th in the league, I'm sorry, in this Premier League season, in this Premier League, competition, you've done bloody good when you're Leicester City. No doubt about it. But I don't see, because they can't. The reason why I don't think they sack Rodgers is because where do they turn to? Don't be another one of those football clubs who sack him. Who's done this the other day? Somebody else has sacked somebody not long ago.
They will probably send someone like Poch, something like that.
No chance. Watch go to Leicester.
Yeah,
I can see that because he's definitely not lost in past this like PSG.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
but
going to come to Man United.
PSG and go
He's
to
coming to
Leicester.
Man United, mate.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry
won't
about that. He's going to stink out Man United in the summer.
Wait,
Don't worry.
Robin. You know that's 100% what's happening, right?
That's what's happening. He's there in the
I
summer.
don't think it's gonna happen.
Why, what do you think is going to happen?
I don't know, but I don't think it's Poch. I genuinely think the board have watched enough and said,
Really?
Well, yeah, I really think that.
Robin,
the board
you think your board have eyes in the brain? Okay.
You're
No.
not board credit.
But they have an eye. They have eyes.
You
That's what I say. They have eyes.
And the eyes at the end of the season will tell you that Pochettino has a league title under his belt and he's coming to Manchester United.
He'll be Manchester United.
I-
manager, yeah.
I don't see why. Like, I get why you wouldn't want him. I don't see why you'd have faith that the Man United board are going to make the right decision.
Hello, Logos, no Rema.
They pick the obvious answers every single time.
Every time.
Tenton said, "Why did he sign that 6'5" defender?"
Vestergaard. I said it at the time. I said it didn't make sense. It's not a Leicester
reminds me
signing.
of
It was horrible. Because Leicester
Well-
typically go for these young, unearthed gems, i.e. Fofana. What did they get
Air
Vestergaard?
was a good player.
He was though. He was
He
a
was,
good defender.
but he should his ACL.
He had no oil. He had no oil on the hips
He
and
was
all
rusty.
all the knees. But he was a good defender. He knew where to
Guy.
stand.
Yo,
So he was a good
a
start.
couple weeks ago, I said Tillemans runs like Maya Joma. I don't know what Per Mertesacker runs like. Because
He doesn't run. He doesn't
He doesn't
run.
run. Per Mertesacker doesn't
My
run.
He's have you watched him in defense? He dictates. He tells Koscielny where to go.
He's
Must
pointing.
finish.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
He's like Virgil van Delegate. That's what you're saying.
Oh,
That's
right.
crazy.
Listen. At least Virgil
Bro,
top speed is
I heard-
18.75.
I heard that slander name and I died. Man, I called him Van Delegate.
Virgil van Delegate. You're not
Listen,
taking a
That is
Listen,
funny.
when you're the standard bearer for so many years now, Yeah, it's fine. I have your cute nicknames. Van Disney. Remember when Rudiger had like 4 good games? I started comparing him to Van Dijk. But
I
hey,
like.
Who compared Rudiger to Van Dijk? Like, who did that?
you're a deluded fan base, bro.
Your lot.
Not me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, no. You're ranking him.
Adrian, have you just been upset since everyone been slandering your boy yesterday?
Hey, Adrian woke up mad.
You woke up angry.
Honestly, I'm furious. Hang on a minute. I cannot believe people call Mo Salah a system player. What does that mean? But when Mo Salah don't play for Liverpool are crap.
Oh yeah, man, that's the system.
You can't make it up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make it up. To Lola's point, yes, Mertesacker was good, and Vestergaard is good. The thing about Vestergaard at Southampton,
He was actually good at Southampton.
Why did you skip a sentence? Why did you skip a sentence? You skipped one of Lola's sentences.
What?
She said Mertesacker was good. You missed out not special.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not special. No, he wasn't special. He has an FA Cup because of against Chelsea, by the way, because of his outstanding man of the match.
Wasn't that his first game of the season?
First game of the season, Adrian. First game of the season.
And he pocketed Costa.
In the
Costa
left.
scored. You see the stupidness that you hear? He pocketed Costa, but Costa scored in the game. Get out of my life.
I remember a few last ditch challenges on Costa. I remember that. Hazard. Where was Hazard?
Hey, man, Hazard was recovering from the hangover.
He always seems to be recovering now, doesn't he?
We won the league like 5 days before that, man. Come on.
What I find mad though,
I'm angry, Endo. I can't relax. I won't relax.
On the Vestergaard point, I was just surprised because Southampton had him in a back 3. Leicester then bought him, and he in a back 4 he was diabolical, and it was just a poor.
He can't move. He's 6 foot.
It almost felt like a panic buy in a sense that I think Rodgers asked for a centre half, then they didn't actually get one, and then it was like, okay, who can we get? But then he was also bought quite early.
I mean, Vestergaard.
Even Bertrand. What's Bertrand doing over there?
But Peter, in fairness to Leicester, it was a panic buy. Fofana broke his leg. They needed to cover. He's available.
Yeah. In fairness, the Fofana situation mash him up.
Let Leicester do what they normally do. They go and find something low key, and he turns out to be decent, half decent.
That's what I'm saying. But
Pete, come on, man. This is like the drop of a dime. Like he got injured right before the season started, and you're just like, yo, what am I doing? Let me get a Premier League defender.
You're Leicester City. I think you're not looking at Vestergaard.
No, exactly.
Are you? Are you? You'd go for the top teams like second or third rate centre half. Do you get my drift? Like you might go to Man United and say, "Can we get Phil Jones?" You might go to Arsenal and say, "Can we get I don't know Pablo Mari?" It will be like a loan thing. Yeah, no, I just like that's where you would go. You wouldn't.
I don't understand.
No, but Peter. Pablo Mari, Vestergaard. It's the same sort of thing.
Vestergaard's better. It's not even the same thing.
Yeah.
You see, and then he says stupidness like that.
You think Mari's better than Vestergaard?
I can't lie. I'm taking Vestergaard over Mari.
Yeah, I think Mari is better than Vestergaard.
I'm taking Vestergaard over Mari.
Adrian, you see what we're dealing with? Let's move on.
Vestergaard had a good season last season, by the way.
We spent way too long.
The season before he did.
Let's move it along.
Was it the season?
Actually, no. Last season he was actually decent. No, he was good last year. He was good.
I mean, he did lose 9-0, but let's.
Twice.
Didn't he got sent off, right? In that game?
Twice, Adrian, twice. They've lost 9-0 twice.
Walking down the tunnel. Right? He ran from the ground as well.
I don't want no part of this. But anyway, Leicester City are out. And what's so annoying is I'm watching this thinking we could have had Leicester at home. Forest have got Huddersfield at home in the 5th round.
Oh my God!
They've got a ticket to the FA Cup quarterfinal. They've got a ticket.
That's a buy.
Honestly, it's almost a buy. Quite literally,
it's a buy.
I think because I think Huddersfield are doing well in the Championship this year, so don't underestimate them.
Listen, either one of them I've got a golden ticket because a Championship team is going to a FA Cup quarterfinal.
Absolutely.
Look at this. Man said Mari and Vestergaard are cheap the same class. That's not even fair. Like at least Vestergaard had good form in the Premier League.
Nah, don't do this, bruv. Stop giving Vestergaard props.
Vestergaard had a BBL. Vestergaard had a BBL.
That's a bit wild.
Mari ain't never had that form that Vestergaard had. He ain't never did that. He ain't never been that guy.
Guys,
why are we comparing cheeks?
That's a great point, Robin.
It's a good analogy. It's a fantastic analogy.
It's a bad analogy.
No, but I think Vestergaard has had a couple more squats. That's all.
It might look like
now when he scored, Vestergaard's got 55 kg on his side, and Amari's got 40.
We move on.
I think the analogy made sense. I get it.
Oscar's crying to move on because his Chelsea boys just about got over the line against Plymouth Argyle.
Big man thing, yeah? Big man thing. My team is trash, yo. Hey, big man thing.
And this is what I said at the beginning. And I saw this game and I said, Oscar, I don't know if Chelsea become world champions, you know. I don't know.
No, man,
I don't know if they do.
That's nonsense. We're gonna become club world champions this week. We got Al. I don't know who we got, bro.
Listen, I
was gonna say the name. I was gonna say the name of the team that we're facing.
The last time
that
the Club World Cup went to South America was when you guys lost against them. I think it's going to happen again.
Nah, man.
I think it's against South America.
The thing is, we can't lose. Like, we're not so bad that we're gonna lose. We're just crap. That's gonna take us 120 minutes to score a goal. That's the thing. Yeah. So like, the best part of our team has been our defense. Like, we're not going to flipping Abu Dhabi.
A little Palmera.
We're not
that
losing.
Palmera from green.
Oscar, did you miss Thomas Tuchel in that Plymouth Argyle game? Do you think that's what the difference was?
Thomas Tuchel. No, we're crap.
I'm genuinely asking.
Well, where was he? Was he on the touchline?
Yeah,
he had the San Miguel. Stop saying
that
word, man.
Okay.
He does demonetization, man.
He wants to get the NHS on us, blood. You know what I'm saying? Bare times.
What do you mean?
Apparently, like if you say it on video on like YouTube and that, you then get like a little banner at the bottom of your video.
You get a banner at the bottom, and it can also get you demonetized because
obviously you're not an official doctor or NHS or government or whatever, so you're spreading information.
Spreading misinformation.
Are we in North Korea? What's going on?
Yeah, this is legit. That's why people don't do it.
Bro, since 2020, man, them have been getting demonetized left, right, and center just for saying that they got it.
Well, on a Seth Rogen thing. No, what's the name of that podcaster?
Joe Rogan.
Hey, they're getting him out.
Who's Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen.
Seth Rogen's a Family Guy person.
Oh, is it?
Is he? Okay, I've got somebody else in mind.
I think there's two Seth Rogen.
Oh no, that's Seth MacFarlane. I'm getting that wrong as well. Yeah.
No, but brother, how many times did man say the N-words?
He said 70 times, bro.
I thought we were going to talk about it when the eye area. But
wait, who did that?
I don't think it's even necessary to bring up.
It's not that guy. It's not that guy.
Sorry, who did what? I've missed this. Go on. Who did what?
Spotify had to remove like 70 of Joe Rogan's episodes because in the beginning
70
he used to say like the N-word a lot.
When you say the N-word, as in like he acted like was he moving like Fat Joe? Or was he
No, he was talking about stuff and he just said the N-word.
As in so was it like not like an educational thing, but like
it was like an educational thing. That's the way he was phrasing it, but it was a bit unnecessary.
From him?
Yeah, it was unnecessary. The guy was saying the N-word all the time. This ain't that podcast, Pete. I don't know why you're asking me that.
Bro, 70 times.
I just missed it.
That must be the ones to deep dive on my opinions on Joe Rogan. I don't give a damn about that guy.
I don't know how he wasn't cancelled earlier.
I was gonna say that Joe Rogan's lit. Like, you know, I bang out them podcasts. Like, I didn't even know.
I bet you do, man. I bet you do.
Well,
now you know.
That's so bloody long, though. It'll take me 4 days to finish it. It'll take me 4 days to finish a podcast.
That's probably why I never got cancelled. Because
man, meant to grind out to listen to all the wax.
We'll say it in 2 hours 34 quickly.
No one's finding it. No one's. It's buried. It's very deep. You're in your fourth dream by the time you hear it.
Yeah, that's why my door is gonna get hurt still.
But yeah, Chelsea played Plymouth on the weekend. I was at the game, and it was just a long, you know how I read out the Man United team. I could do the same for the Chelsea team. I could read out the team. It was our first team. Like, we were missing Kante and Thiago Silva, who are essentially our two best players. But the rest of the team, of those that are fit, it was there. And these lot just look so tired. They look sluggish. It was a complete opposite of that Man United game where you go, Man United created hella chances. Chelsea were crap in attack, bro. The only shining light in our team right now is Hakim Ziyech. And you remember how we were talking about Ziyech a month ago. He's the only player that looks halfway decent. And even on Saturday, he was kind of trash. So it's not looking good for Chelsea in terms of creating chances. We just look poor. Bossa said, "Hey, Lukaku is whack, bro. Lukaku was
Lukaku.
Oh
my gosh.
Oscar, what's the reason now?
What's he now? What's my reason then?
No, what's the reason? Why? Why's he crap?
Why?
I don't understand. Like everything that he seemed to have when he first came to Chelsea, it's falling out of his game. Like he's not getting many opportunities. So the one thing I can't criticize him for is like he's not missing chances. Like that's still there. Still, the chance creation issue is there with Chelsea. So that's a big thing. But at the end of the day, he's not putting himself in positions where you're like, give me the ball. Like he's not demanding the ball.
Okay, but why is he not there?
His lack of movement is his lack of movement is there. Like he's not moving. He's not making space. He's not making the right runs, and he's not opening up space for other players. Like he's doing neither of that. He just stands in the middle, and you've got Ziyech and Hudson-Odoi or Mount on the wings trying to force the ball into him, but he's there being blocked by two defenders. It's just it's very, very pointless. It's very, very pointless.
So you've got the Belgian John Parkin up front then.
Who's John Parkin?
Google him.
Like what?
Google him. He's but he was playing football for Derby.
John Parkin.
But listen, I kid you not. Half time, he'll go have a pint, have a burger, and come and play ball.
Come back on.
That was
Oscar,
a monster, though. It was like 6'4", beast in the air.
Bloody hell, this guy's huge.
I was playing ball.
John
Oscar,
Parkin, this guy
Oscar.
is massive.
Oscar, question. After spending 165 million quid on players, on strikers, do Chelsea need to buy a striker in the summer?
No, man. Chelsea need a manager that knows how to play an attacking style of football. Like it's not.
What are you telling me?
I think Thomas Tuchel needs to figure out the attacking situation.
Oh, you don't think Tommy Tuchel's that guy for that situation?
Don't do that.
No,
Don't
Oscar,
do that.
you said
No,
Oscar,
I'm asking that
Oscar,
question.
that was a very interesting comment you
Yeah,
said.
I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think you
said
did that.
You said you need a manager.
Guys, I've been saying this. Like Thomas Tuchel needs to figure out the attacking situation at Chelsea because it's not going right, and it's all onto him. Like,
So you don't need new strikers.
no, but like, how can I need?
I'm asking. No, I'm just asking.
Like, how can I need Ziyech to be new? I need Werner to be new. I need Lukaku to be new. I need Havertz to be new. I need Hudson-Odoi to figure out who he is. I need. How can it be 8 players that have an issue?
No, I didn't name 8. I didn't name 8. I'm naming 2. I'm naming 2. I'm naming 2, and they're both your centre forwards. Don't you think you need a new centre forward?
Like Lukaku scored 24 goals last season and won MVP in Italy. You can't come to England and be like, "Oh, he's done now. We need a new striker." What kind of spoiled mentality is that for a fan base to have?
Maybe you didn't buy the right one. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not good.
If we didn't buy the right, if you won an MVP in Italy, you come to England.
First of all, if it's called MVP, we need to ask some questions anyway.
Hey man, come on.
Is it the NBA?
What's the Italian version?
Is Lukaku a system player?
No, that stuff is nonsense. Like, that stuff is nonsense. Lukaku's banged everywhere he's been except for Man United. So
and even that wasn't so bad.
I mean, it's not what we paid for. It's not what we paid for, but we take it. And even when
he's got 16 goals in the league, it's not awful.
It's not. Yeah, you're right. It's not awful. It's not.
Then
awful.
8.
We take that right now. We take 16 goals right now. Like it's shocking.
That's what Tammy was giving you, isn't it? You was getting 16 from him.
Tenzin said, Oscar, you're crossing the line. Johnny might get angry. He's Tuchel in. Look, it's not about me. Like, nobody can sit here and say to me that every single one of these players turned crap overnight. Like you can't all be doing well in the previous place, and you come here and all of a sudden, it's not working. I think, bro, our system was clearly changed when Tuchel came in and he made the defense play better. Rudiger is now a defender that can demand 200k a week. He could not demand that under Frank Lampard because he wasn't that guy. Christensen, the same thing.
He would have been lucky to get kept on.
They couldn't demand the wages they were asking for because even players like Ben Chilwell, all of them, Reece James, they played a lot better when Tuchel had organized them to set up. And Tenzin comes and says, your system needs a wing back. I agree. When we were playing with wing backs with Thomas Tuchel, the team played better, but these attackers were still playing like crap. So that like Thomas Tuchel has to figure out a formation that works for these players because it's on him. And we all know what Chelsea's like. Chelsea's going to sack this guy. Like they are. If he doesn't figure it out, he's going to get the sack. So that's what Thomas Tuchel needs to do. Oscar Endo has a question. He says, Oscar, on his question, why does Werner get so much support from Chelsea fans? I don't understand it.
I don't.
The man them on this podcast, like the commenters, they always talk about IC free tax. Look, Werner is blonde, and
I mean, he's not good enough. Like it is what it is.
Listen,
he's
listen.
not
I
good enough.
have talked enough about that guy.
What's there to say? What's there to say?
There's nothing else to say.
He's a bum. He can't play.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's why I asked if you needed a new striker. Because you can't have one.
I think you do. I think you
just have Lukaku, can
you? But like, I get what you're saying, but that's not the answer. Like, that's not the answer. You give Chelsea.
Do you think?
You give Chelsea Vlahovic, our attack doesn't just click tomorrow.
I agree.
That's not the answer.
Not necessarily.
No,
I don't. But I think I think personally, Tuchel's a much more. He's a very clever coach, right? And I think had he had something better, listen. He chose, I don't know if he chose, but he chose to have Lukaku, right? He's got Lukaku on the side, so he should know what he should be doing with him. But I think a lot of it's to do with Lukaku at this moment in time. In terms of this stage in the season, I don't think it's a Tuchel problem with Lukaku necessarily. I think Tuchel has had an issue with the attack going forward because he's had to work on that defense, as you mentioned last season, which he did very well. People like Werner they're not. I don't care who the manager is. Then he's not good enough to play for Chelsea. Number one.
Yeah,
Number two,
yeah.
Lukaku is just currently in a dross spot of form right now, right? And he can score 20 goals a season, no doubt. But you don't obviously enter a league season with one centre forward, especially if you're trying to beat Chelsea and win everything that there is to win. So I think if say he had Vlahovic, we don't know what kind of player Vlahovic will be in the Premier League, but Tuchel's tactics for me would kind of change. Not necessarily the formation, but the tactics might be different because he knows, well, this striker offers me something else that works, and I can blend in with midfielders and wingers and whatever else. Whereas with Lukaku, it seems like there is a direction for him. There's a sense of play with Lukaku in the side, and it's not ticking yet. It's just not gelling. It gelled at the start of the season. It was fine. His numbers were over good. Do you know what I mean? They were very, very good at the start of the season in terms of how many shots he was having and how many goals.
Yeah, that's why I'm not prepared to just be like, yo, let's get a new striker, because
it's not saying to bin him, because like you got Werner in it. Werner's not necessarily it's not, you've not binned Werner for Lukaku. Both of them
replacing Werner is more of a priority than replacing Lukaku.
It's not, but the thing is, none of the guys, like, I'll be real with you guys. These are not priorities. Yeah,
what's your
Werner
priority?
Didn't start.
That's true. They're not priorities.
What's Chelsea's priorities?
Werner hasn't started a league game in months, guys. So this idea that we have to get Werner out. No, it's not.
Is he that bad? Because Lukaku's been out for a while and he wasn't starting.
No, when Lukaku was out, then Werner was in the team, but then Werner had COVID as well. But this year, Lukaku has started all the league games. He started every single one.
What's Chelsea's priority then? I'm confused a little bit.
The priority is the system of play, like a style of play that gets these players playing well. This is the thing that annoys me with Thomas Tuchel, or not annoys me. It's just, I don't understand it, and it's not to say that he's doing something wrong. I just don't get it. When Jurgen Klopp or Pep Guardiola, when they came into their teams at Liverpool, they played the style of football that they wanted to play, and when they realized the players weren't good enough, they said, you get out, you get out, you get out, I'll replace you with the player that can play the way that I want to play. I feel like Thomas Tuchel came into Chelsea and did damage limitation. He said, you guys are crap, let me stop you conceding goals, and then we stopped conceding goals, and we happened to win the Champions League in the process. So now you need to stop being on the back foot of let me stop conceding goals and go onto the front foot and say, let me try and challenge for a Premier League. Let me try and win the Champions League. How are you going to do that? We're still playing with this defensive, let's not concede goals mindset. And it's
how many of those players are his?
What does that mean?
Well, because what you said about Klopp and Pep, when they realized what they had and what players needs to go and what players needs to come in. Yeah. Obviously, Tuchel, I don't think has that luxury, especially and what I mean is Chelsea managers don't have that luxury of.
Chelsea managers don't have the luxury of what?
As in to create styles of play and to as if it's a bit more long term. Those other two managers you're referring to are a bit more long term. Whereas with Chelsea,
the players last longer than a manager. To be fair,
the players always last longer. But when
one people, Davidson
Davidson could not miss, bruv, today, man.
Right, he's adopted the name.
Yeah,
Davidson
he's
could
taking it
not
out.
miss, guys. You get me? Man's on the bus, so if I'm making noise, just tell me to mute, bro.
I hear that, cuz. I hear that.
Yeah, man.
Big up
If
David.
it gets loud, I'll mute.
David, just quickly, yeah, because you were there with me, yeah. Hey, that Nottingham Forest fourth goal in the defending. I need your
Fam,
need your-
guys, what's my man's name? Amati, bro. What was he doing, guys, bro? Man, that high line, that defensive line was just a joke, bro. Guys, go watch it again. What was he doing?
I told them. I said to them, they need to go on view.
If I'm here to go view, bro, it was amazing, cuz.
It was indeed. It was indeed. We're talking
What's that,
Chelsea at the
Endo?
moment.
Large up, Uncle David.
Shout out best like Endo, you're done.
David,
Yo.
do you think Chelsea win the Club World Cup?
I said that's the brands.
Of course, they have to, bro. You have to.
Will they?
Yeah, man.
Will
No,
they?
we'll take it home, man. This time next week, I'll be talking about Club World Cup.
Listen, if you don't win, any European team that doesn't win the Club World Cup, yeah, you've had a howler, bro.
Yeah,
Right,
for real.
By default. By
Big
default.
howler. Big howler.
But why do we assume that we're better than the South Americans or the Middle East?
Because
Why-
we
Palmeiras.
Because we are.
Palmeiras are the ones.
Let's stop the false
Hey, have you
humility.
seen Sao Paulo? Sao Paulo's a beautiful city.
The thing is, yeah, more Italians than in Rome, in Sao Paulo.
I know. Right?
What's it called?
That's bizarre.
I feel like the South Americans, for example, they take this tournament seriously. I don't think the
They do,
Europeans
they do.
So it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea come in a
Because
little bit
we think because it's a given. That's why. Because 9 times out of 10 we win the thing.
Yeah, but look,
Whereas
it's the same. Look, it's the same as when you're playing your Middlesbrough or your Plymouths or whatever. Like you gotta go and do the job.
You're
And I think just because
disrespecting.
it's
Oscar, Palmeiras are the Champions League champions of the South America. You can't call them Plymouth and
the Copa
Borough.
Libertadores, man.
They're
The Copa de
teams that-
Libertadores.
they're
Come
teams-
on.
they're teams that Chelsea should beat. The teams that Chelsea should beat.
I
And
just
then-
think you're being, your nose is a bit too high. Do you know what I mean? I think you ain't watched the Palmeiras game all year, right? You
Yeah,
ain't watched it for the
I
last
don't-
12 months.
I
They
don't
could
care.
be banging, blood.
I
They
don't
could be.
care.
What if they come up and skill man up in the final or whatever, in the semi or whatever it is? If they twist man inside out, we can't just say, "Oh, Chelsea howler."
Well,
How
who they
about
playing
Palmeiras be
tomorrow?
Yes, we
So
can.
they're playing the the Asian champions tomorrow. So you just watch them tomorrow and see what they're like, and if they get through.
Yeah, you don't watch it. You don't tomorrow at
What,
4:30. Watch
is it
Palmeiras versus Al Ahly. Go. You don't watch that game and tell me what happens.
What
I'm-
channel is the Club World Champion? The FIFA World Cup?
I think it's on BBC. I think it's a BBC thing.
It's not on BBC. It's not on BBC.
Is it not?
The final last year was BBC. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
assuming
not
it's
this
BBC.
year. Not this year,
Oh,
guys.
man, 'cause
Guys,
I watched
guys,
on iPlayer when Liverpool won it.
Chelsea's semi-final
Al Hilal.
is on E4.
Yeah, that's a howler, bro.
Well, after
That is
in betweeners.
That's a howler, bro.
Listen,
No,
I don't know.
before in betweeners, after Hollyoaks.
Nah.
On Wednesday, guys, I kid you not. On Wednesday, for the first time in my life, I will watch Chelsea play.
Hey, wait. Hold on. So the man them in the
Hold
pub,
on.
yeah, I'm gonna have E4. If you don't have E4, it's Pete.
E4. Nah,
That's
man,
a
that's a
hot-
weird channel, blood. That's
Hold
a
on,
weird channel.
I need to see if it's just a one-time thing or is it throughout.
Yo, if E4
No.
won the rights to
So
FIFA
the
Club World Cup-
the final is on Channel 4, but the semi-final is on E4.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, it's a joke.
Yeah,
Guys,
They think it's comedy.
Like-
They literally
like
think it's
Mandem.
comedy.
man, them, yeah, the childhood memories, yeah, the way I used to take this route to this bus route to school, bro. Lad. William
Oh, you
Hill's
in
still
Eden?
here.
Are you in Eden?
I'm in Pascal,
You
Man's
need to
in
get
Green
home.
Gate, yeah?
You-
Green Gate, bro.
You need to
Just
get
down
home.
there, bro.
Nasty.
You're
You need
proper
to get
East
home
man, bro.
ASAP.
Bro,
Yo,
I'm deep
David-
east, bro.
That's a
David
plasto.
He's
What's that?
east, blood. He's east.
Bro.
Let me tell you, bro.
That just reminds me of the district line.
Shall we let's wrap up on Chelsea. Last comment from Tenson. He says Chelsea must get rid of Barkley, Drinkwater, Pulisic, Cho, Alonso, Ruben. I mean, yeah, but like,
Chelsea have got
Yeah.
so many players. Remember when Ruben had like a good cameo against City and then people were making compilations and he's gone again.
Yo,
Oh,
David,
he's
mute
been injured.
settings until you talk, yeah?
yeah,
No,
Until you want to
no.
chat.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, he's a player you've got, and then I haven't seen him for weeks, and I forgot he was even there.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You've got your roster is stacked.
The roster stacked. The roster
Barkley.
stacked. And this is why I'm not trying to hear, oh, let's get more players in. Like, because it's like, what?
You need quality control.
We've got enough players. We've got enough players. Like,
more than enough.
For whatever manager wants to come to Chelsea and play a certain style, the players are there to play that style. Like, the only thing we're missing is a DM. That's it. Like,
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, because I was making that comment about, does Tuchel have the privilege to decide to develop his own playing style and have the players he wants? Just because you got a ton of players doesn't mean that they're the right ones.
Why don't you have why can't Tuchel develop a playing style? I don't get it.
I've watched Chelsea Football Club for many years, and I've watched them sack managers before they've got their feet under the table. That's all I'm saying. That's not new. You know what I'm saying?
But that's not what we're talking about here.
You said Tuchel needs to find it out, and I'm saying, what if, for example, those players that he has, just like Klopp's and Pep Guardiola's of this world, they looked at their players and said, "Nah, this ain't it." I don't know if Tuchel can turn around and be like, "Yo, these players ain't it. I need new ones."
But you're ignoring the point that I made, though. Those managers had a set style of play, and we saw the style. So when when Pep Guardiola says, "Yes, I've got a great goalkeeper, but he can't play out from the back the way I need him to play out," Man City are like, "Okay, X him out. Let me bring in this guy that can." I don't see the style of play that Thomas Tuchel is trying to play that these Chelsea players are incapable of playing.
Do you know why I think that's harsh?
Go on, why?
Because first things first, I don't think Thomas Tuchel's ideal is to play 5 at the back. So already,
what's his ideal? This is my point, Adrian.
This is my point. My point is
it's not to play 5 at the back.
But
what is it? But
my argument is that I don't think he can even set a pace at Chelsea. Chelsea Club is not that place.
Okay, but then you're destined to fail. Then you came in and you said, "I'm gonna fail."
And Chelsea's mantra, Roman Abramovich's DNA, his 10 commandments are to win by any means necessary.
Any cost.
But every man, no, that's not right. Every manager that's coming to Chelsea has played different ways. Like Sarri didn't play the way that Conte played. Mourinho didn't play the way that Lampard. Like they play in different ways. So
okay, well, first of all,
everyone sets out how they want to play.
Go to Adrian. Go on.
With Sarri, first of all, his lieutenant, like his first signing was Jorginho. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the bit that. So what that says is that okay, I know how you're gonna play. I'm gonna give you this guy. I'm gonna try and implement this new style of play and free up Kante a little bit more. I don't think Tuchel's been given that personally. Like,
come on, man.
Did he really want Lukaku?
Everybody looks at Chelsea. Everybody looks at Chelsea and thinks, "Wow, there's a wealth of talent there. It's filled to the brim." But what if the other is true? What if actually these players look good elsewhere, but they're not actually that great for the Premier League to win Premier League titles? And Tuchel turns around and says, "Yo, by the way, these man here ain't it. I need a new batch."
Well, I don't have an issue with that if I can see what you're trying to implement. Adrian just sat there and told me that Tuchel did not want to play 5 at the back. So why did we go into this season playing 5 at the back?
Because it won him games.
It won him games, and he never got to
Stick with that, because now we're not winning games. So now what?
No, but Oscar, he wanted the boy from Monaco, didn't he? And he never got him.
So
wasn't Koundé another one? I mean, I don't know. Look, Oscar would know more.
No, I know these things. I think what you're saying is true. He wanted Tchouaméni, he wanted Koundé, he wanted Hakimi. So, okay, but if those players come in, are we playing the same way that we play now?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Well,
and the truth is
about different formation.
The truth of the matter, number one. But the truth of the matter is this: I don't think losing games at Chelsea Football Club, you cannot afford that as a Chelsea manager. The DNA is set up differently there. It's and Man City knew we're gonna do. Like you're basically, like with Guardiola. Guardiola could not fail at Man City because of the fact that they were going to let him do whatever it takes and whatever he wants, and over time he will do what he needs to do. Klopp, Liverpool we're not rich. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't turn around. They can't pick their whoever they wanted. They're lucky to get Klopp in the first place. And when they did get Klopp, it was one of those where Klopp, we know what kind of manager Klopp can be given time, and Liverpool laid down on the floor for him, which is and it's ironic at the same time Manchester United didn't do the same for Mourinho, or Mourinho didn't do the same for Man United, because that was really going to be the top three would be those three managers fighting it out at the top. And Chelsea, I can't remember who had at the time. Maybe it was Sarri, wasn't it, at that time? sort of in that mix, and or Conte had just left. So it's a bit different. Chelsea's a different DNA in my opinion, and it's not the same. The rule doesn't apply the same as it did for Liverpool and Man City.
I get the rules ain't the same, but if we're going by that metric, then I think then he's destined to fail at Chelsea. If that's the case,
Every manager is though.
Well,
every manager at Chelsea Football Club is destined to fail unless they win by any means necessary. I genuinely believe if Tuchel actually wanted to play the way he wants to play, he would have done it. But he knows it would have cost him games and it would cost him points because it takes time.
And ultimately, it cost him his job.
I don't know what he wants to play is. I don't know what that is.
No, and also another point. He's won a Champions League for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the Chelsea way. So if Roman Abramovich is looking at it like this, why do I care how you play, what you need? All I care about is results. You give me my honors.
Roman Abramovich cares about how we play.
I think he cared when Guardiola. If Guardiola came, he would have cared because he always had that in his dream.
No,
his dream was to always have Guardiola. And it didn't happen.
He did all he could to get Guardiola in. And when Conte didn't work, he went to Sarri. Like he cares about how this team plays. He's just not willing to sacrifice it to the lowest extent.
Like sure.
Like you guys are saying.
Sure. So but like in the same in the same way.
My only point is, look, these players ain't playing to a level. Cool, that's factual. But I don't know what the ideal is with Thomas Tuchel, and I've been watching his football for an entire year. So that's just where I sit with him.
It's funny. Do you know what? In fairness to Oscar, I'll say this, and it goes back to my point, but I'll say this anyway. Tuchel of Dortmund and Tuchel of PSG is not the Tuchel we're getting of Chelsea. It's definitely not. They're not the same guy. If Tuchel was being recruited, the Dortmund Tuchel, boy, we would be in for a treat with this Chelsea team.
And for me, like the fact that Adrian comes and says, "Yo, Tuchel don't want to play a back five." He's been playing a back five for a year. Because his back four is not good enough. Play a certain way for a year, and that's not the way you want to play.
Because the back four, he will lose games with a back four. He will lose games.
Now we're playing back fours, and we were losing games with back fives. But
listen, look, it's not watertight. You know what I mean? It's not. You can't. No one can go invincible anymore.
Tahar's been saying a few comments. He says, "Would Tchouaméni Chelsea go to a 4-2-2-2?" He also said what Peter said. We don't have the personnel to play a back four. And then lastly,
evident though. By the way, that's evident though, isn't it? Look at Lampard's back four. When Lampard, we can criticize Lampard all day long, but when he had the back four, you were leaking goals like you had an annoying tap.
We leaked goals with the back five under Lampard. That wasn't the issue.
No, he wasn't good enough. I'm not saying he should have stayed.
But it's not that these they cannot play in a back four. No, that's not the
Chelsea's back four. When Chelsea played in a back four, Oscar, it's not been good.
That's not true. Lampard's best spell was in a back four when we kept clean sheets in that back four with Thiago Silva and Zuma. It's not true, bro. You organize a team.
You don't win but you didn't win anything with it though. We're not talking about Chelsea play. I'm not talking about Chelsea getting 3 points here, 3 points there against Norwich and these man. I'm talking about I'm talking about the big fish here. We're talking about league titles, Champions League titles, the lot.
Tell them.
That's not the point of we're not winning the league this year with a back five. So it's that I don't understand the relevance of that point.
You know my
which means your defense stinks. Your defense stinks, cuz.
It's not good. That's idiotic to me. That's idiotic to me. Chelsea have one of the best defenses. We don't have to do with defense, bro.
Oh, so why can't you play back four then?
We can, bro. The back four is irrelevant.
Peter just it's like clockwork.
Like you move the cogs. Chelsea do not. Our issue is not conceding goals. When Robin's telling me we're going to lose the Club World Cup, what did I say to him? I said we're probably not because we're not going to concede that many goals. That's the thing. So,
question, Oscar.
Oh, so you spend 100 million not to score goals, yeah? You're 100
this is the point I'm making, Adrian. David, this is the point I'm making. I'm making that the attack needs work, and it can't be new personnel. It has to be system because we just spent 100 mil on the personnel, and the summer before we spent 100 mil. So
it doesn't excuse. Listen, we can't say just because you spent 100 mil that the personnel is not wrong. We can't do that because it could be the wrong choice. But what I'm saying to you is Thomas Tuchel the reason why Chelsea ain't winning the league this year?
Is Thomas Tuchel?
Yeah, because I'm hearing you in a certain wave. I just want to clarify before I get this wrong.
No, Thomas Tuchel's not the reason we ain't winning the league. No.
Why? What is the reason why you're not winning the league this year?
Well, I don't feel like we had the senior players to win the league. I don't feel like our squad was that we had a lot of inconsistent players. Your Jorginhos, your Rudigers, your Marcos Alonso's. I always felt like those guys were going to let you down when it comes to consistency. And then we got hampered by ridiculous injuries that took out our best performing players at the time. Reece James and Chilwell still don't play for our club. They've been our best players this season.
And if those two never got injured, would you still say the same thing?
We would challenge.
Interesting. And why would you lose?
Huh?
Why would you lose in the challenge?
Because I said before, the senior players are not there. Like
which ones? Which players were you referring to? Sorry, no, I missed it.
Jorginho, Alonso, Azpilicueta.
Who's the other one?
Rudiger. Like those guys. Like you can't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you don't know.
Oscar's just said 3 or 4 defenders out of 4 or 5 players.
Where are you going?
And what did I say at the start of the season?
You said our centre backs weren't good enough to win the league.
No, I said your defense is your weakest link in that side. No, I said your defense is your weakest link.
You said centre backs, Peter.
All right, I'm going to mute myself because it's on watch. Don't worry.
You did. You can go back and watch it. SW6 says, Oscar, you're being very harsh on Tuchel. Some of the forwards aren't performing at the levels. We lost a critical part of our attack when they were top. Yeah, no, look. When Chelsea were top of the league, remember this, guys. Chelsea had the best defense in the league, the best defense in Europe. We had clean sheets on clean sheets on clean sheets, and our attack was still performing terrible. This is the point that I'm making. It's not a defense issue for Chelsea. It's more of an attack issue. We've moved to a back 4, and we're still not scoring goals. This is what the comments are saying. Like everyone's like, "Oh, you can't blame Tuchel for the attack because he's been flexible. He's moved to a 4, and we're still going to Plymouth and we can't score a goal. Alonso and Aspi are scoring our goals at Plymouth." Guys, it can't be personnel. Werner, Havertz, Ziyech, Lukaku, they all played against Plymouth and couldn't score. You telling me it's because these players are trash? I disagree.
No, Oscar, we're consistent. No,
garbage.
I disagree.
Oscar, we're consistently getting poor performances from Timo Werner. We're consistently getting underperforming performances from Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech, Callum Hudson-Odoi, Lukaku. You can't turn around and just say, what I said to you was, we can't just eliminate that just because you spent X amount of money on a player, it means that the personnel's not the issue. You can still buy the wrong player.
It's not that.
You can spend wrongly.
It's not. Guys. I'm not saying that's
the problem. It's not your system.
That's not what, guys. I've said to you on multiple occasions. I want Ziyech gone. I want Werner gone. I wouldn't mind if Pulisic goes. I'm okay with your thesis that the players ain't great. What I'm saying is the reason Chelsea are performing bad, the reason Chelsea are not challenging for the league is not because the players ain't great. It's because we've never, since September when we were top of the league till now, we've never created a system that benefits these attackers and gets them scoring goals. They're not that bad, guys.
They're not good enough to win the league, though.
Oh, that's true. I agree with that. I agree with that.
I thought that's what we're talking about, though.
No, but Chelsea have fallen off beyond winning the league. Chelsea should be challenging for the league, and we're not. That's where we are right now.
It's funny that you think you should be. Here's where I am. I think you got a great manager. I think you got an outstanding manager, right? And I think he knows what he's doing, and he knows. I think he has got a system that he wants to play because when he's been at his best, like at Dortmund, it's undefendable, right? But we've not seen it at Chelsea because I think he genuinely does not have the players to do what he wants to do. He doesn't believe in them. Let me put it that way. He doesn't believe in those players.
My thing is like, what does he want to do? I don't know what that is. Boss Like Endo said all those guys you named need to do way more. My problem with that sentence is all.
Man said boss like Endo, you disrespect.
Sorry, SW6, my bad. Yeah, my problem with that sentence is all. My problem with that sentence is all. Like, how can all of them be trash? How? But you've come in and you've made Rudiger world class. You've made Christensen a great defender. You've made Reece James and Chilwell top tier. Come on, man.
You can't find that balance.
The jiggy that you did with the defense, do it with the attack, man.
But that's difficult, bro. That's very, very difficult.
Is it difficult? Is it difficult to get Lukaku on the form he was on last season? Is it difficult to help Christian Pulisic find his lockdown form that he had when he played for Chelsea? Is it difficult to get Werner scoring some goals? Maybe it's difficult. Havertz,
if you want the Chelsea defense, if you want that A9 defense that you had last year, with that, it's a bit more difficult. It takes time to get that balance.
These players
ask all the managers there.
These players might not be title-winning players, but they're not as bad as they're performing right now.
I mean, they are third. They are third in the league.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but we were top and we've fallen from grace in the past 3 months. So I'm talking about the
3-1,
form
3-3.
at current time.
That sounds fun.
Hey, yo, lads, what do you want from Tesco still?
yo, give me that meal deal.
Right.
cuz.
What, that meal
All
deal,
right,
yeah?
let's.
I want Lucozade. Some Lucozade. still.
Hey, Lucozade is good, nice again, you know.
Yeah,
I know,
Really?
orange. Lucozade orange. Yeah, man. Lucozade top tier, man.
Because
Top tier.
they took out all the glucose and sugar and stuff like a year or two ago. It was horrendous. I had COVID. I had some
David,
Lucozade.
mute. David, mute, man. It's
David,
hella
there was a
interaction.
howler.
Hella interaction.
Hey,
Come on.
know your role, cuz.
What do you mean? I don't want to hear what my man. I don't want to hear what my man's price checking.
Man's
You know
on the
them ones
tunnel
there.
giving us price check.
I like club card business.
Club card. Hey, David, have your club card. Otherwise, you're gonna
Alright.
get scammed.
I understand.
But don't watch that. Got that.
Man's not paying the yellow price, but he's paying that white
Yeah, I
price.
know.
Boy.
Mm.
Hey, nah, it's the black price. Hey, bro, Black History Month. Black History Month, mate.
Man, who's goal of the week?
Ooh.
To be honest, I actually didn't watch many of the FA Cup games.
To be honest. Do you know who I'm giving goal of the week to?
Ooh.
Actually, no.
The Diaz assist. Who scored that one?
Harvey Elliott.
No,
Elliott,
Minamino.
no?
Harvey
The
Elliott.
Minamino. It was Minamino.
Oh, was it Minamino?
Yeah, Minamino, as in just for the assist.
Was it club card?
Essential.
Yeah, man. The man is saying Harvey Elliott. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Elliott. I'd go for Elliott's goal. Elliott's goal was sick.
Apparently Nottingham's last goal was good. Is that the Spence?
Very
one you were
good.
talking about?
Yeah, very good. 1-2. But then the defending though, it gave it all the help it needed. It was such poor defending.
I'm happy to go Harvey Elliott, man. His finish was naughty.
Yeah,
That wasn't bad.
And listen, that boy is going to the top, man.
He's a great player, man.
His mentality, yeah, ability is one thing. The kid broke his leg. They said you're going to be out for 6 rounds. He said, no, I can do it in 5. He's back. He looks. Actually, you know what? He don't look that lean, but he looks quicker. He looks a lot quicker. He looks good, man. Like,
AD, remind me, where was he on loan before?
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Who was the Liverpool player that was at Bournemouth?
Harry
Was that Wilson?
Harry Wilson.
SW6 is saying Jordi Alba. Did anyone see that goal? Big up Matt, SVO.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, it was a good goal.
I saw Adama was involved. He was there. He didn't get that one, but he was there.
Who watched the El Chilgrino, the show, or when they spoke about Adama Traore?
No.
They said the guy is so big. On a one-on-one, it's a boxing match. How can it be football? I died.
These are disrespectful.
It was racist. It was racist.
I died. It was racist.
Is it racist when he's that big?
No, it was racist. Facts.
No, the rest of it, if you watch the whole thing, it was a bit mad.
Was it racist?
Yeah. It was a bit
Why is
mad.
a big black guy got to be a boxer? Like, what's going on?
But the point is, you're going.
No, I'm just saying for context. They said, basically, because of the way he looks, how he plays football is not football. He cannot be part of football. That's what they were basically saying. And
He's never hurt a fly in his life. He's never hurt a fly in his life. He's compared to a boxer. It's outrageous.
It was wild. It was wild. But that comment made me die. I was funny. It was funny.
But the point I agree
what you saying, Adrian?
1v1, you can't stop him. You can't. Havertz tried to get close. Brush him aside, get an assist. I'm telling you.
It's so funny that Barcelona's playing that, Adama running down the wing, crossing the ball and getting an assist. It's just brilliant to see. My goal of the week is Elliott. Peter, who you got?
I liked Minamino's one. I just love the assist from
AD?
Diaz.
Yeah, Harvey.
Harvey Elliott.
Robin's got Elliott. There's not much point of a vote. But David, what are you saying? Who's your goal of the week?
Don't involve me. That's the only goals, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. Harvey Elliott is goal of the week. Who's team of the week?
Boreham Wood.
No, not in them Forest, lad.
Nah, Boreham Wood, man. Nah, Boreham Wood, man.
Non-league.
Has to go, man.
Non-league, man.
Has to go.
All right, whatever.
Tears in the eyes of the managers. Oh, yeah. I'm going Boreham Wood.
Big up Boreham Wood, man. Speaking of Boreham Wood,
they're away at Everton in the next round. That's going to change their club forever. That money, going to change their club forever.
Let me not lie, they're going to hold a spanking, but
I don't know, man. Bournemouth top of the league in the well, not top of the league, but they were bloody good in the championship, and still beat them.
It's Super Frankie Lampard's Everton. Them man are scoring 4 for fun. Like, let's be real. Like, come on, man.
It might be 4-1. Like, Bournemouth might even take the lead.
Hey, man. Hey, if you want to see attacking performances, yeah, just head over to Everton, man. Head over to Everton.
Do you know, Oscar? Do you know how much
Super Frankie
Everton
Lampard
content I've watched since Super Frank has joined?
Yeah.
See, his box office.
Bro, I can now. No, like I said, now I can enjoy him. He's not at Chelsea. I can now enjoy him.
It's a great
Whereas
man.
before, I was just like,
You see what he said about Dele Alli? You see
what
that?
say about Dele Alli? Go on.
The man them killed Dele Alli, yeah. I don't even know. Like, Dele Alli, it wasn't even that bad. Let me pull up the pictures so you lot see what I'm talking about.
I can't lie to you, man.
What?
What do you do?
It's because racism is involved, but I kind of hear what my man was saying still.
Who?
The picture.
No, I'm pulling up the picture now.
Hold on. You just reminded me. You've just not that guy. Oh, he got them on deck.
Wait. Dave, we'll come to it. But so basically, the man them like Glenn Hoddle, all these man, they basically came out and criticized Dele Alli because when Dele Alli came out to meet the Everton fans at halftime, apparently there was way too much drip. They were just like, yo, this guy needs to focus on his football. Why is he dripped out? When this is what he was wearing.
No,
What?
No, Peter. They said he looks homeless. They said.
Oh, is that what he
Do
said?
you know what? Yeah. Do you know what, bro? It's a normal day. Like what? I joined Everton Football Club. What?
Yeah. So obviously, you look at Van der Beek in the back. Look at how Van der Beek was dressed.
Yeah.
And then
Dior's and that.
they looked at Dele Alli. Apparently, Dele Alli turned up in a Porsche. Everyone was like, "Why is he turning up in a Porsche?"
You should have come in a Ford Mondeo.
Yeah, man. So obviously, Frank Lampard in the presser, he came out in the presser and he's just like, look, I don't care how he dresses, I don't care what he drives, as long as he's committed in training and he wants to improve himself and get better. And we see the results on the pitch. That's all I care about. So
there's real jealousy in these streets, man.
He said the right things, man. He said the right things. But yeah, man, Dele got that stick. Big up Frank Lampard for the W. I can't wait to watch him. What's it tomorrow? Then man, I'm playing.
Amanda, two things about Dele Alli. I don't know why. A, I thought it was a loan, but B, his rises up to £40 million.
Yeah, I know. Everton spending £40 million. It sounded like they did not learn from any mistakes they've made in the past.
Well, right, it's rising up to.
Yeah,
for me, it's the idea that Everton think they can resurrect a player. That's what's shocking to me.
Do you know what I found weird? I found very weird. Not popular, but to Everton itself. I didn't know players get murals as soon as they sign for the club, or even if they're on loan. So like Donny van der Beek, So Donny van der Beek and Dele Alli, even though they're on loan, they're painted on Everton murals, like immediately the next day. I was like,
that was just fans, and it shows how far that club has fallen in terms of like respect and what. How are you doing murals of a player that's on loan? That's disgraceful.
Let's be honest. It's box office for them. Donny van der Beek,
Champions League
semi-finalist.
I don't say anything. I just said
for Everton, that's high profile.
Everton are two high-profile signings. You got to understand this. Everton bought a midfielder from Spurs.
They signed James Rodriguez, guys.
Yeah, that was a box office team.
They make high-profile signings every season. Come on,
they don't. You're exaggerating.
Everton sign players every window.
Oscar, look at Everton's last 10 transfer windows or 10 seasons. It's not always been box office. What are we doing?
Well, Michael Keane and Yeremina.
Yeremina went to the World Cup. What are you talking about?
Oscar, anyone that could... What did Roy Keane say?
Done that Dele Alli hasn't done?
What did Roy Keane say? Anyone that could trap a ball plays for their country. Was it anyone that could trap it plays for their country?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Thank God Roy Keane said that.
Robin had a great point in raising because these men have not kicked a ball for your club and you're doing murals.
Murals it depends, isn't it? Like whatever. Like okay, cool. Is it a case of like anyone that plays for Everton gets one, or like they get on the board or whatever it is? Fair enough. But
SWC Oscar's a different man after 10, bro. I don't get paid for the third hour, man. I get paid for 1 and 2. I'm just here after that. Attention said Dele Alli if he doesn't score, I'm not sure what he offers for Everton. Yeah, I agree too, man.
Do you know what?
I'm not confident on that signing. I don't know if it's going to be good.
I think Lampard could do something with him, and Donny van der Beek. I think he could do something.
What, Pete? You believe in Lamps?
I believe in Lamps at Everton.
He believes in Lamps. All right, cool.
Listen, it's a small win. It's a small win.
What did I say? I can now enjoy him.
But if Everton's goals dry up, I want you guys to all tell me that all of their strikers are trash. That's what I want to hear from you.
Oscar, Dominic Calvert-Lewin's goals will not dry up. Let's be very clear. He's a top centre forward.
Huh?
And he'll get
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Who's that?
Raw. He'll get a big money move. He'll be Arsenal's future number 9 next season.
The model.
Look at the right, man. Big up Hancho.
Arteta. All I'm saying, avoid Dominic Calvert-Lewin like the player.
I'm surprised we've not mentioned Arsenal this week. But I
That's not your number 9. PR, that's not your number 9. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
All roads are leading them.
Taha says Alan, Van der Beek, and Ali midfield.
No.
And Rodrigo, Andre Gomez. Nah, man, I'm liking this boy. Yeah, I think they can play in the same team.
It's Alan. It's Alan on the islands by himself. And Van der Beek is there, and then Ali is next to.
Guys, let's be real. Everton is going to be vibes to watch. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, man.
Lampard bases his system around Mount and Flourish. He's going to do the same with Ali. Watch. Yeah, but Ali can't work like Mount.
That's what he will need to get out of him. He needs to get
Ali
out.
Ali ain't got the dog in him like Mason.
The thing is, though, do you remember like when was it Tottenham Chelsea or was it Tottenham? I can't remember what game it was where Dele Alli missed crucial chances. What game was it? It was at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and he was missing big game. I think it might have been Liverpool. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah,
there was big chances, yeah. And you're just thinking, that's when I thought, oh man, his confidence is gone. He's actually shot. But I think Lampard is a kind of he's a very like happy-go-lucky kind of guy. So I think he'll get something out of him.
Calvert-Lewin, this guy can't play with the ball at his feet. Get out of it, man.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin is good, bro. He's a good centre forward. I told you this already.
He's not going to take you to the next level.
He's not. Team of the week is for Boreham Wood. I don't think we need to bother voting for that one. Who is player of the week, ladies and gents?
I'm a sicko. Don't mind me. I was going to say Harvey Elliott. Don't mind me, man.
I mean, it's a shout.
No, it's not. He had a sick cameo. I'm happy for him.
Don't let him get away with that. I'm
a sicko.
Do you know what? Ben Johnson's performance for Nottingham Forest was very good.
What do you mean, Ben Johnson? What? The West Ham one?
No. He's I think he's one of their youths.
All right. Okay.
He's one of their youths. Trying to think who else did I see? You know what I'm saying? What did Borough do?
They're doing this. We did this. And we let them through.
I'm finally in the house. Come on.
Inside.
Okay.
Who's player of the week, guys? The man I said Sol Bamba.
Spence, bruv.
I'm with it.
Spence.
I'm with it.
Hey, Spence, blood.
You want a Bamba?
Spence, yeah.
I can't. I'd love to say Spence, but I didn't watch the game, so I can't really.
Hey, bruv, Spence gave that Thomas you work, blood. Man said, "Hey, it's Black History Month. Let's go, bruv." Gave him that work. That
Leicester left back received a bag.
Or loot, yeah.
They were sending him shops, blood. They were sending him shops. It's difficult. I don't know, man. I was gonna go Ben Johnson, David, in the Forest game. I was gonna go with him, but yeah, I can't decide.
Nope, possible.
Mad.
Stop muting me, cuz. Stop muting Davidson, cuz.
Shout out boss that Endo who says, "Oh, God, I'm massive everywhere we go." Hey, them men are funny still.
We forgot to say that they missed a penalty, in extra time or in the 90th minute?
Stinker, yeah.
It's like 118th minute, right?
Yeah, man. Stinker.
Howler.
Yeah, Kepa, like, as I say, Kepa's a competent number 2, man. He's just not your guy.
Yeah, man, I'll take him as a number 2.
They paid 70 million quid.
I mean, paid 70 million, so you know what I mean? That's the least they could do.
Yeah, but you know how it is. All the players are not good enough. Doesn't matter how much it costs.
No. We'll have to draw lines.
Guys, that's what I was told.
Man, glad you're not that guy, yeah? Because you know why? Because my door, we done the flooring over the weekend, yeah? And the door has gone missing.
Huh?
And the door's gone missing. Obviously, you can't.
What?
The door to the bedroom has gone missing.
What do you mean it's gone missing?
What's it missing?
Has someone stolen the door? Bro.
It's not on the hinges, man.
It's not on the hinges, because when you do the flooring, and then you've got to level out the thing in it.
Yeah.
And obviously, man, they have the right equipment. So the
That's
door's
fine.
off.
But where is it?
But then it's on the balcony, but then you can hear mum. That's why you muted, man.
Interesting.
So let me do that, not that guy, and I cut, bro. And there's
No.
man.
I think that's harsh.
No, he's not doing it for himself. He's saying he's going to do that.
Oh, to do the award.
I thought the door was like someone stole your door. I was like, what?
No. Bedroom door. Hence why you muted, man. Because mum, you know, you in a Ugandan household, bro. It's loud.
Them ones.
What I'm saying, guys.
Mumsy's
So can I start, bro? Not that guy. The
Yeah,
first one.
go ahead.
Whoever that fan was, yeah.
That fan at Forest.
We didn't even discuss it.
By the way, there's pictures of him. They're circulating the socials.
My guy could not handle the damage that Forest were giving him. So he said, yeah, if my team is not gonna fight for the badge, let me jump over and start swinging, blood.
Oh my god.
Whoever his name is, I don't know. I know he's been arrested, but yeah, whoever you are, yeah, gentlemen, sir. You're not that guy, bruv! Sort it out, cuz.
That's the second time it's happened in the Midlands, you know.
And hold on.
Whilst we're on this, can I just say what? Like, I'm watching a documentary on BBC. Yeah, it's called Fever Pitch. Yeah, it's about the Premier League. Yeah, and it's like Premier League years, but it's a documentary. It's so sick. Everybody watch it. BBC iPlayer. It's so cold. Yeah.
Wait, not the film like '89. Is it back then? Okay,
no, they talk about Premier League. It's Premier League only. So it just talks about the building of the Premier League and how they did it. Yeah. Do you know what? One thing I never truly deeped. Yeah. Eric Cantona kicked a fan. Like he fly kicked the fan, bro. Like a fan was giving him grief. He jumped in the crowd and super kicked a fan.
He gave him the
and
boot,
he came back to a hero's welcome. Do you know how scummy the Premier League is? Oh my god!
If that was today, he would be able to play a game again.
Hold on.
He came back to a hero's welcome.
Oscar, it's brilliant segue. Now, when was the Man United Borough game? Was it Friday night? It was a Friday night, bro.
Friday, then. So man came from
man them travelled, yeah. They come down, had enjoyed.
I could not believe this.
Saw their team come down. Yeah. They've beaten Man United at OT. He's gone to celebrate. He's gone a bit too hard, because he didn't come alone, because he had his 11-year-old son. Twos now, bro. Man has left him in one hotel in Trafford, bro. Someone snitched. Bro, he left his son in the hotel by himself, bro, and gone for a pint, bro. Gone for, what is it? On the slash, bro, with the man then.
After the game.
A few lagers.
After the game, bro, to celebrate, guys.
He's awful, man.
Hold on. He's had a howler, bro. He's gotten arrested. He's got arrested. Yes, I was listening to you. He's got arrested, and the wife or the mother, I don't know if they're together. The mother has come down. It was reported on Sky News. She was not pleased, bro. Whoever you are, gentlemen, you're also. You're not that good, bro.
Hey, David, we need to stay.
How old's the kid?
11, bro.
11.
He's like 11 years old.
He's a scumbag.
Man.
I can't take your boy to the football.
Put him to bed. I'm out with the boys, man. Come on.
But yeah, but we stay in Old Trafford. We stay in Old Trafford for a quick minute.
One second, Robin. Bring a couple of cans to the hotel, okay? That's what you got to do. You ain't got to go out and get pints.
With the boys.
No.
Oh, guys, I got one
he's there with his son. He's there
no,
with his
but we
son.
need to stay on Old Trafford.
But David, we got to stay at Old Trafford still.
We need to stay at Old Trafford because
unless you
the
want to go.
howler. Unless you're going there, David. Are you going there?
Your midfielder. Your midfielder.
No.
Oh, yes. I just remembered. Guys, yeah. If this situation ever happened at London Stadium at West Ham, right? It will be a mazin, because you cannot in this day and age. It's 2022, bro.
22.
Yeah. I think at that point was it 1-1? Yeah.
No, it was 1-0. It was 1-0.
1-0.
Oh, was it 1-0? It's 1-0. United having a good time. They're 1-0 up. We're approaching half time. The woman comes over the speaker, yeah, and in fact, it was so audible on the TV. It is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Due to the technical difficulties, guys, yeah, there will be no halftime drinks and food. She got booed out the place, blood. How? Old Trafford Glazers.
The whole stadium chanted Glazers out because of that.
Oh my God.
The Glazers, y'all need to invest in that Wi-Fi or whatever that glitch was. The Glazers, Old Trafford. You're not so good, bro.
Did you see Neville's tweet? Do you see Neville's tweet? Just give them the food free, blood. Like it's all there, cuz.
Because
The
it's
food
waste,
is there.
it's waste anyway.
Hey, Footy
Man,
Squad
them.
put, yeah. Hey, Footy Squad, hey. Legendary, bruv. Half empty tray, bruv. £5, blood. No food. It's hilarious.
Man,
And
them,
my
when,
last-
when the woman comes over the tannoy, you know it's curtain. Something's going off because they've got a male announcer there. So when the woman comes on with those 3 pongs, the
So
then you know it's
it's
over.
either no food or a bomb scare.
Oh no.
Evacuation, blood.
Oh,
And
no,
ladies and
guys.
gentlemen, my last one of
The
the
game should
day.
have got evacuated though, no?
Hey, listen, they must have finessed it somehow, bro. I saw someone eating a hot dog during the second half, so hey, they sorted that one out real quick.
A dodgy hot dog at that.
Yeah,
no sauce.
No sauce,
no
bruv.
condiments.
no ketchup.
You're
Bruv,
just happy you got the dog.
A Frankfurt and a roll, blood. Do you know how dry that is, blood?
And my last one will go to I want a certain program, one of Pete's favorite programs, Talk Sport, yeah.
Talk spite.
Talk Sport, yeah.
Fam?
And they made a certain comment about Dele Alli saying, "Oh, we want to see you playing. You don't arrive to the training ground in a Rolls Royce." And my favorite commentator in football decides, you may be right, mate, but it's a new generation. Ali McCoy, Alan Brazil. You look that guy, bro. Sort it out, blood.
Just moaning.
My thing is,
That's
how did they
so
expect him
calm,
to
bro.
get there?
David?
No, they wanted to come in the Fiat, bro.
They wouldn't come by bus.
Fiat Punto.
They wouldn't
Yes.
there by bus.
That's in a local Finch Farm attire. blood.
Guys, whilst David was ranting away, Nims alerted me to something. He said, "Oscar, check Twitter and look at the news on Kurt Zuma." And then
dear.
Taha also says Zuma is also not that guy.
Oh, what's he done now?
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This is not the views of Top 4 Podcast. This is just the views of Oscar. Personally, I don't really care about what Zuma did. I don't think it's that bad. But
Okay.
Kurt Zuma has been recorded. I think somebody in his house is either on Snapchat or IG. Actually, maybe this is not that guy worthy because it's been posted. Yeah, but apparently he just abuses his cat for banter. Like there's videos of him picking up his cat and kicking it. Like
Ooh, hey,
and people are posting it with like laughing emojis. Like there's a video of him slapping his cat and there's a video of him kicking his cat in the kitchen.
What's he done?
It's a madness.
he's had a howler.
Animal cruelty, but we can't step at animal cruelty.
Man, do you know what I don't understand about animal cruelty? What why you're just a wicked human being.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to have the animal.
This guy. No. He's had a howler, guys. No.
No, you're a sick.
He's had a howler.
They set him up.
Yeah, you need to see
He's
this.
had a howler.
Hola. No, this is mad.
No, it's a howler, bro.
It's not.
Especially, no, Oscar. Especially in this country.
Nah.
Well, here in America. Here in America, I don't know about other countries. America and here, you start abusing your dog and cats.
Guys,
Hey.
I'm seeing
catch a
people
bird
on my
still.
guys, hear me out, yeah, hear me out. I'm seeing people on my timeline saying, Zuma is a disgrace. I'm thinking, I swear you man eat chicken though. I swear you man go KFC, but now you're mad about animals.
Nah, come on, it's
Big man.
You can't eat animals and be mad. You cannot, Adrian. You cannot eat animals and be mad.
I just
cannot.
Hey.
Was it the size matter? I hate cockroaches.
No, do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? 'Cause if he steps on a cockroach,
listen.
this is not a news story. But because people have an affinity with cats, it's
No.
a different issue.
Don't
Hey,
get
I'm not involved.
Oscar, I'll be real. This is vile, man. Like, you can't-
Hey.
But it's all vile. It's all vile. You eat chicken,
Hey,
bro. It's vile.
Davidson is signed out. Stop
David-
abusing your cats.
yeah, come on,
Hey,
man.
David, you've had a howler, by the way. You've had a howler. There's two
What have I done?
There's two
Bro,
major
he's
keys.
volleying the
There's
cat.
There's still...
Hey, man. Hey, you eat guinea fowl, bro. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
I eat it. He's doing that for his own pleasure.
Big man, what do you think? What do you think I eat soya for? My own pleasure. What do you
No,
think
but-
this is?
Listen, guys.
man.
David,
Nah,
you've
man,
had a
if you-
howler. Wait,
If
Oscar.
you're on this organic vegan thing, then chat for Zuma. If you're not, I don't need a pin from you.
Nah, bro.
That's
Man's
hype,
ki-
that's
Who
hype
I missed
still.
out?
Oscar, David, we were at
Who
Old
missed
Trafford.
out?
You had a chance. You had 2 opportunities. We were at Old
Oh,
Trafford. First and foremost,
what? The midfielder, bro. Are we just moving to midfield?
the one that missed the penalty. The one that missed
Who,
the penalty,
Langer,
not
bro?
him. Not him.
Oh,
But what happened? What was the postman? By the way, can I just say something for black people out here in the football world? Number one, never take a penalty, deciding penalty. Whatever. Never take a deciding penalty. Don't do it to yourself, because we've got absolute vile scum vermin that will racially abuse you for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know if anybody saw.
It's a lose-lose taking a penalty. You know?
listen.
What's it called?
Listen,
Morrison on
yeah.
Soccer Saturday was ranting, and I loved every minute of it.
Listen. I know it's Black History Month. Is it Black History Month?
In America, it is.
America.
Ah,
it is.
okay, cool. It's Black History Month. We celebrate. We're Americans as well. Listen, it's Black History Month, and I hear that all about Black Lives Matter and all that, but Ilanga, bro. Hey, there's a way to miss penalties, and then you don't lean back, bro. The guy lean back. So, listen, you're not that guy, but yeah, don't worry, it's all good. Head up, keep your head up, like your boy Rashford should have told you in the dressing room, not on Twitter, bro. Absolute tool, bro. Absolute tool. And then give it to Robin. Then hand that one over, yeah. Ilanga, hand that band over, yeah, to flipping Bruno, bro. Absolute tool, bro. How do you miss an open goal, bro? 4 yards, cuz, and hit the post. You're also not that guy, bro. Sort it out. Oscar, what do you say?
David, you've missed a howler.
Who else? CR7. Why CR7 should get one?
Not Manchester United. I just said you missed a howler. Listen to me. This man, ladies and gentlemen, was born in Emst. You can find out where that is. He was born in 1973. Okay, he is a Premier League legend of a certain football club. Today, the news broke that this man left his post because apparently.
Apparently,
Speedy Gonzalez.
That's my guy, bro.
Speedy Gonzalez. Listen. Absolute legend.
P, how you doing this?
Absolute legend of the Arsenal. But listen to me, because I almost stopped at one part of that word. I think that's inappropriate. But this man was sending inappropriate messages to the females. And he said he didn't know. He said he didn't know that he crossed the line.
Oh,
yeah? Guys, what could he have done? By the way, this is a married man. It
must have been unsolicited nudes, bro.
It's got to be nudes. It's got to be nudes.
What ladies football team?
It's got to be nudes. Okay, Mark Overmars, yeah, the Road Runner, yeah, the man who won the league for us at Old Trafford in 1998. Mark Overmars. My friend, you are not that guy. Let me tell you something. This guy left his post as Ajax technical director of football, right? It's got to be nudes. It's got to be nudes.
Yeah, he's done out here, bro. You're done out here, mate.
We cannot let this.
Is that a nudes or a terrorist plot?
Bro, man, them need to, but footballers need to relax, bro.
He's a married man, first and foremost. But then, secondly, he said he didn't know what he was doing was inappropriate. I need to know what goes down in the Netherlands. Okay, somebody needs to
listen.
At me.
It's Amsterdam, innit, bro? What do you want me to say?
It's a howler. Like Edwin van der Sar's coming out to tell man the news. What do you mean Van der Sar's telling me the news? What?
He's a CEO.
I don't give a damn what he is. He can be the president of the frigging nation, for all I care. I don't want to hear nothing from Edwin.
Yeah, Van der Sar's a dignified man. If I heard him doing this, I don't know what I'd be out of
anyway.
Listen, this is a man who joined Fulham after Juventus. I question that man full stop throughout my whole life.
And he became a Champions League and Premier League winner after that.
Yeah, so my question is, what was he doing at Fulham? What the hell was he doing in Fulham? This is a former Ajax. Did he play for Barcelona? I don't know why I've got that in my head.
He played for Ajax, won the UCL.
He played for Juventus and then went to Fulham.
Because the London lifestyle, man.
Bro, how many clubs in London?
Hey, Davidson's out, fam.
Peace out, brother.
Hey, later.
We snagged him and the rest is history.
Yeah, I couldn't let the top four slide without that Mark Overmars. I know Arsenal legend and everything else.
And I was like, I actually sat there before the pod began. I was like, we need to talk about this. But yeah.
He had to get mentioned. Oscar, can I talk you some predictions quickly for the week ahead? Because there's a lot of football this week.
Yeah, let's breeze through it quickly though, because it is.
We're back in. We are. We're back in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the Premier League. Big games, by the way, tomorrow. Big games on BT Sport. We kick things off. Newcastle United at home to Everton. Oh, spicy, ladies and gentlemen. This is the end of the season whereby every fixture, it gets a little bit more spicy than the next. Newcastle, Everton. Where are you guys going?
It's got to be Everton, man. It's got to be Everton.
It's Everton.
Super Frankie Lampard. Obviously, we know what Robin's allegiance is like. He wants Newcastle down. He wants that man in the mud. But nah, man.
It's not an agenda. It's just what I think.
Sure, yeah. Robin's scared, bro. Robin's scared. Robin's scared of those things. We're scared of those.
I'm scared.
Them guys are coming for you. They're coming for your spot. That's why they're coming for that spot, blood.
What, Newcastle?
Oh, I've seen this before, my friend. AKA Manchester City. Give it time. They're coming for your neck, mate. They're coming for your neck. We will be on the top 4 podcast talking about Newcastle. Like, oh man, St. James's.
Who's going to win the league next? Newcastle or United?
Newcastle United.
Really?
Facts. I'm being dead. By the way, I'm being genuinely serious here. Who's going to win the next out of those two? Newcastle United.
To be honest, in 1992, if you said he's going to win the league next, Man City or Liverpool, they'd have locked you in a home. If you said
absolutely.
I said they
would have put you away. And then in 2012, when Man City won that league, they released man like Nelson Mandela.
That's a yellow card.
That's
a yellow card. That's a brilliant. That was a brilliant line. Come on,
you know about come out. You had the throw.
That was
South Africa was a mad place.
South Africa's a madness. I can't lie. Okay, Newcastle Everton. I'm gonna go for a Newcastle home win. I think Newcastle. The crowd is gonna be hot atmosphere.
Sorry.
Yes.
Was Mandela in prison for 27 years?
Adrian gets the yellow card too. Both of you, yellow card.
Guys, I pissed myself.
Hey, you like
shocking. This is shocking behavior. Shocking behavior.
I can't.
Alright, while themselves come, I want to play now.
Good night, everybody.
Alright. Also at the same time, we got West Ham.
Oh God. Jesus. Oh Lord.
Oh, Watford. What were you saying? You might as well gone.
No, we can't do West Ham Watford. That's a nothing game. Surely we can't waste no time on that. Burnley, Manchester United.
That's also a nothing game. United win.
Now we'll win.
I'm going for a Burnley draw. Home draw for Burnley. AD, if you can speak.
I'm going West Ham. West Ham. I feel West Ham will beat.
What about Burnley United?
Man United.
Away win for Manchester United. Interesting.
Yeah. Turf Moor is overblown, man. Everybody
overblown, yeah.
Everyone was there.
Not really sure what's exciting on Wednesday, guys. You got Man City at home to Brentford, Norwich City at home to Palace, Spurs at home to Southampton. That's probably the tasty one. Villa at home to Leeds. Is there really a big one there? I don't think there is.
No. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Villa, I forgot to mention that Frank Lampard's in the next round and Steven Gerrard is at home.
Listen,
Oscar, that is shameful.
It's not. It's Oscar.
No. Gerrard was already out before Lampard was a manager at Everton.
Man. Yeah. They gave him Coutinho and Danny Ings and he still lost. But carry on, yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, because they played those games at Old Trafford, didn't they?
They lost to that Man United team. That shower of crap that we just.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they beat though. They beat them well, didn't they? They were whipping their butt, and yeah, they couldn't do it. All right,
to be
Liverpool.
fair, I'll be kicking myself as a Villa fan.
No, you would do.
Middlesbrough next round at home
because they drew the next day, didn't they? They drew the next game against Man United in the league.
2-2. Yeah.
Thursday, 10th of February, we've got Liverpool at home to Leicester. I think that's going to be a home spanking, isn't it? It's going to be a good juggernaut.
Oh man.
You know, Leicester City are offering you nothing.
Brandon Brackett, his training ground. Doing what he...
By the way, lads, every game for Liverpool from here on out is must win. If we fail to win a game, league done.
That's a league done. And then at the same time on BT Sport, this is where I have my eyes. This Wolverhampton Wanderers.
All BT Sport this Wednesday. And
yeah. Wolverhampton Wanderers at home to the Arsenal. What do we reckon?
Bruno Lage is going to do his thing.
Ooh,
I'm very worried about this game.
That's a tough game.
Bruno Lage is going to do his
Nah,
thing.
man.
I think
The Bruno Mars is a false image, man. Get this guy out.
Oscar,
Bruno
show some
Lage is a
respect.
false
What are
image.
you talking
Show
about?
some respect.
Bruno Lage is a false image. Arsenal
Show some
should
friggin'
win
respect.
comfortably.
Comfortable. Who's gone to
Really?
Wolves and won comfortably this season?
Who do you think we are?
He could say with a straight face. Give him.
Wolves are beaten United away. They took Liverpool to the limit. They took United to the limit. Bro, Wolves. Okay, we'll see.
Nah, they're not that good, man.
What I don't like.
They're not that good.
Bro, they took City to the limit with 10 men away at the Etihad.
Bro, we got Wolves. We got Wolves twice in 3
He
weeks.
scored in the first half.
And then the referee fixed the game.
It happens, man. It happens. Arsenal will beat them though.
We've got away from home, Oscar. I don't know what Arsenal games you watch.
Yeah,
But we're not beating Wolves away from home. I'm still sorry.
Listen,
A point is a good result.
I'll take a draw now.
3 points to Wolves.
Yeah,
I'll
take a
bite
draw
your hand
now.
off for a point, mate.
Are you dumb? And we're playing them at home 2 weeks later. No, I'm not on it, blood.
It's funny
I'm not
enough. I
on
think the home game, I think you'll win, but the away
Home game will be tight. I don't think we've beaten Wolves since we've.
since they
I
come
want to
up.
say since they've come up. I don't think we've beaten Wolves ever. I don't think we have. I don't think we've beaten Wolves since they've come up.
Lacazette and Thingy up front.
Allow me, man. Allow it, man. Allow it.
Arsenal are finishing the season with 3/4 of a striker.
What, less than one?
Laka's half and Eddie's about a quarter. There you go.
Oh God. Anyway, yeah, I don't see us winning that one at all. And then on the weekend, Manchester United at home to Southampton on Saturday, 12:30 kickoff. That's why I thought I'd bring it up. James Ward-Prowse, ladies and gentlemen. Let Fred.
I do not like. No, Fred is not playing. Fred's got COVID.
All right, he's got San Miguel. Let McTominay foul someone outside the D. It's on.
And put in the Ward-Prowse zone.
Which goes back far, by the way. That Ward-Prowse zone is
very far.
fast. Yeah,
How many is he from the record?
I think he's 4 behind on the record.
You're kidding me.
I
4.
think it's about 4 or 5. Yeah, but free kicks are not scored that often. Beckham only had, I think, 18.
No, but bear in mind,
but he had.
bear in mind, Ward-Prowse is what 26, 27. So
yeah, he's still got time.
he should do it before he's 30.
He's got time.
Even if he gets one a season, he'll do it.
Yeah. Man United at home to Southampton, guys. Let's get a prediction quickly.
It will be a 2-1. Reason being because Ward-Prowse will score that free kick.
I'm going draw, man. I'm going draw. This Man United side don't look like they got the minerals. Oscar?
Nah, man. Man United will do Southampton, man.
AD?
United.
Man United. Okay.
It's after Southampton that the hard run starts.
Finally.
I think you're underrating Southampton there.
Oh, do you know why United are funny? Because do you remember, was it like November when Robin was like, and rightly so, he said, look at this run of fixtures. Boy, and United have just made a pig zero of it.
Yeah, do you remember that nonsense? And Abdi was here talking crap afterwards as well.
Yeah, say what, 3 points above Chelsea by the end of it. Mark my words.
Yes. There's nothing really big on the rest of that Saturday. You can look forward to Brentford at home to Palace, Everton, Leeds, Watford, Brighton, and Norwich City. Man City is the 5:30 on Sky Sports. Sunday, you have got. Oh wait, Arsenal not playing that weekend. Oh yeah, we were supposed to play Liverpool. No, wait, hang on. Why aren't we playing?
Yeah,
that's annoying. Why are we playing?
What cup final?
No, because you're playing away at Burnley on Sunday.
I don't know, because Burnley have got like 1,000 games.
You have a game in hand though, so you need to play.
That's annoying. What game got moved? What game was that? Because you lot are playing. Yeah, because you lot are playing. Liverpool are playing away at Burnley, Newcastle at home to Villa, big game. Spurs at home to Wolves, big game. Leicester City at home to West Ham, big game. That is the midweek. That is the weekend's action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, Arsenal not playing again. Oh, gee, that's annoying. That's bloody annoying. But anyway, that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up. That wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe at Top 4 Podcast on the Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram, YouTubes, iTunes, everywhere and anywhere. Ladies and gents, thank you for joining us. We're live every single Monday, 8 p.m. Oscar, do you want to read that last one out before we close?
Abdi says, you do know by the time Chelsea play next, we could be level on points with them. You're not playing because Chelsea have the Club World Cup. Yeah, man, but win the games, innit? Win the games.
Was it Arsenal-Chelsea? I don't think it was. Was it Arsenal-Chelsea this weekend?
I actually think it was Arsenal-Chelsea. I remember it coming up quite close.
Okay, maybe that's what it was. But yeah, that wraps up this week's Top 4 podcast. Will Chelsea be World Club champions? We will find out next Monday. Make sure you come check us out. With that, people, peace.
Bye.